Jewish New Year, not newish Jew year.
This isn't North Dakota. This is New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
The best threesome I've ever heard.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Oh, look at that. Changing things up.
Like you dream about.
Oh, wait a minute. You're used to something and then it changes.
There you go. We're streaming live on the YouTube, kids.
I mean, I think if you were a diehard listener to the show, you just might have had an accident. Either in the car, in your pants.
Think
something
you made a mess?
Yeah, made him like, whoa,
Whoa.
used to it.
Oh. Well, and also it was a new intro, too.
I loved it. It's all coming together. Today's the day.
Now?
You think
Today it's all coming together.
I'll tell you, the
coming
intro
together.
rotation, I hate to pat myself on the back, but
go ahead.
Do
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
the rotating intros is tremendous. It's a great way.
Keeps it fresh.
It feels fresh every single day. Look at us. We look beautiful on the YouTube.
I think so.
I'm so happy I'm back with you guys. I jetted out to L.A. for a second.
Crisscrossing the country.
Crisscross the country for an amount of money that both Don and Alan determined to be worthwhile.
Yes.
They both said, okay, we approve.
For a wait. It was a day? One night?
It was. I had to be on set for. I promised them 4 hours of time.
No, I didn't ask you about
but
that.
I was gone. I was fully gone for a little less than 24 hours.
Right. Oh, yes.
That's good work.
100%.
You got it.
That is
right?
that is good.
So they approved it. But I got to tell you, I don't understand the people who live life like this. The traveling so quickly, man. It is just a bear on and off the plane over and over again.
Imagine them playing a game in between at the highest level.
Oh, when you're just at least they're on a private, but still, it's not easy.
Dude.
And just the family stuff, man. Like now that I have a baby, I don't know how people do it, dude.
No, it's a lot.
I don't. I'm gone for 24
have
hours, and when
what
she
you-
sees me, I'm like, oh my God, I've been gone. I'm sorry. It's just a.
What you have is a very understanding spouse. And the marriages that work are the ones that understand that's your job. This is what you do, and I'll hold it down while you're gone. The ones that fail are the ones that go, you get to travel and I get stuck home. And when that happens,
Yeah, but there's also the in-between. If
Yeah.
I
There you
understand,
go.
but yet I'm still aggravated
Right.
you're not here.
They're supporting.
well,
you should go,
like-
and then when you're gone, hey, I'm having a great time back home.
well,
you get both.
yeah, but what can happen is the minute you walk in the door, it's hand you the baby, I'm out. And then you're like, whoa.
Well, by the way,
I didn't go on vacation.
All of that's on the table. It's all on the table. I didn't get that, fortunately, but my wife
wouldn't think you
understands.
would.
No, she understands. Well, first of all, my wife, her career, she's a freelancer, and she had a period of her career when she was insane, like everywhere, all over the world. It has been challenging for her to ease into this part of our lives where she's been home a lot. It's
Slow
been
it down.
Emotionally really hard on her.
Mm-hmm.
But she also knows that those things will change, and that I have told her, hey, when the time changes and you got to hit the road again, then we'll get help and you'll hit the road again. Like, we're going to do it. Like,
you understand, that's what. And again, this is that whole, the old man talking to the young man thing. But this is the time to cherish while you're home, while you have it, home with the baby, watch her grow, because it's going to come a point where the kids are old enough to kind of do what they need to do, and you're sitting home going like, well, what am I going to do?
Right.
That's your time back now.
You're right. You get your time back when,
Yeah,
they
but
no longer care about
and then
you.
the time you just had was valuable. So
Yeah, it's going to be starting for me. I'll have a week at the end of October, and now they're the age where they're going to realize that I'm gone and all that. But you know what? For a team like the Mets, they might not have to worry about it after a couple of days.
Who told you?
They'll be able to home, hang
Who
with the
told you
family.
yesterday? There was nothing to get excited about. It was all going right out the window the next night.
Tong.
Can this be therapy
tong,
for me?
tong.
Like, honestly, I know that we're supposed to be therapeutic for the fans, but can there be the reverse?
You need therapy?
Because I don't know.
BetterHelp?
I don't know how to deal with this.
What is it?
Because I'm watching my team, and they're not good. I'm sorry. The Mets are not good. They don't have a pitcher that can get through 2 innings. Tong did get 6 outs, but that was it. Before that, Peterson couldn't get out of the second inning. They've committed an error now in 6 consecutive games.
That's something. That's
Kicking
not
the
nothing.
ball all over the place, right? But yet they're still going to make the playoffs because the Reds stink and the Diamondbacks stink. At least the Diamondbacks have the excuse of having to play the Dodgers. They lost in 11 innings last night. The Reds, all right, Paul Skeens they're facing, but Skeens only went 6 innings, and they were able to tie the game, but they couldn't get the winning run, eventually lose in extra innings to the Pirates. Back-to-back losses to the Pirates. If they just taken care of business against a team that is literally 20 games under 500 in Pittsburgh, And they've got these games in Cincinnati.
Yeah, they shipped the cars to Pittsburgh.
The Mets would be facing elimination possibly tonight. Like that, but the Reds can't do it. You know why? Because the Reds are bad. This is what I've been saying to people. That third wild card is played off of Jace. It just is.
I feel like it's one wild card too many.
It feels like it.
Yeah, just one.
No,
Right? It feels one too many, doesn't it? Am I wrong to say
Nope.
that? It feels one too many.
A little too easy.
But Don, are you trying to are you at a point? Is this what you need help with? It sounds like you'd rather, not rather, because you're going to always follow your team. You're going to stay loyal to your team. You're going to watch your team. You're going to root for your team. But there's a part of you that's almost like, can we just put it out of its misery now? I know it's coming. Put it out of its misery
because
you know they're not good enough. You know they're
I know
a
they're not
disaster.
good enough.
But they're gonna prolong this one more week, and you'll have to go through the range of emotions of optimism, four-letter word hope. Then you'll get caught up and watch, and then you'll get frustrated again. But it'll piss you off even more because now it's true elimination games. And then you'll finish it saying, "Why the hell are we even here? We shouldn't have been here to begin with. We don't deserve to be in this spot." So are you going through that right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm going through is that whole idea of
it's really sad.
Of the hope, which is supposed to be such a good word. But, right, I'm red in Shawshank Redemption, right? Because red's looking at hope as a negative.
Go ahead.
Don't hang on to that hope.
Yeah, it hurts you. Let it go.
Right? Dufresne's saying, oh, hope. I want the Pacific Ocean. I want to redo that boat. I want to open up a little hotel.
Hope will make you crazy.
The red's like, I don't know if I can look at something that big. I'm red. If you haven't seen the movie, bad job out of you. It's one of the greatest ever made.
What? It's on TV every 15
All right?
minutes.
But I'm red. I'm like, I don't want the hope because Michael brought it up when I was driving in. He's like, it's not that crazy to think, the Dodgers bullpen stinks. Maybe the Mets can bash their way through a best of three and find themselves in the divisional round. And then maybe they get hot and one of the kids figures something out. I don't want to get caught up in that. Because it's not sustainable. It's not what's supposed to be. They're not a good baseball team. And if they make it, it's only because they don't stink as much as the Reds and the Diamondbacks do.
Yay.
But I want to hope. I want to be Dufresne. I want to be Andy. I want to be Andy and be optimistic and think, you never know, maybe what happened last year can happen again. They're still making the playoffs. That doesn't happen that often with the Mets. It would only be the third time they made the playoffs in back-to-back years. So I want to be Andy Dufresne. I want to have hope. But I'm actually red, saying, no. These walls, man, I'm institutionalized. I'm institutionalized now.
The line is hope can drive a man insane.
Yeah, and it's driving me insane.
That's where
the hope is driving me insane.
Yeah, it's like when she's giving you a chance, just don't even bother giving a chance. That's worse. If you know there's no chance, don't give me a chance.
But that's what
don't
it's a tease.
say.
It's a tease.
Didn't you? Alan won't relate. He's too good looking. But for those of us who are normal,
he teased.
Right,
women.
he was teasing.
No,
but for those of us who were normal, you'd have that one girl who's a friend who and then she'd have a night where she gets a little tipsy and she's like, "Why didn't we ever date?" And you're like, "Bitch, because you weren't interested." I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't say that.
No, you can.
But
you know what though?
But you know what I mean? Because
it was one of the most brilliant things you ever said.
It really
I don't
is.
know if anybody. Well, they heard it on
everybody
YouTube.
heard it. And that's
but you know what I'm saying? Like someone says, why weren't you thinking? Well, because you didn't want it. And that hope that now she gave you hope. Now the next time you're going, I should go hang out with her because maybe we kiss this time.
By the way, that's a whole other
No,
podcast.
but
that's a side thing. No, that's one of those where you're like, all right, I know this ain't going anywhere, but I'm getting mine.
Shoot the shot.
But here's the thing.
I know this is going nowhere, but I'm getting mine.
Here's the thing. Here's the problem.
Come on now.
As we're pivoting analogies here.
Don's trying to bring it back.
No, I like where Peter's head's at, and I like what you just did because I'm going to get mine was last year.
Yes.
Like she flirted with you. Like why didn't we ever date? She did that last year, and something happened.
Right.
Like you got the third. And so now you fast forward a year, and she's playing the game again. But now it feels like, you know what? It's not going to happen.
She has a boyfriend now who
it
can
might
kill
happen.
you.
Yeah.
But
she has a
it might
boyfriend who
happen.
can kill you in the next room.
It still could happen, but it doesn't feel like it's
like
a
it's
long
gonna happen.
shot.
This
Okay,
feels-
but there's also the other side. Again, it's animal house, like both shoulders, right? Hey, it happened last year.
No.
Could happen again.
The
But he has shoulders. They stink. They're not going anywhere. I'm going out of my mind. I'm going out of my mind.
You flip the season. Last year was the bad start, good finish. That felt more like the fun. Yeah, what the hell? Let's do it.
Why not?
This year feels completely like the toxic. Oh no, hell no.
I've learned my lesson.
Hell no, not doing that again.
If you're a Mets fan, you don't want to hope at all right now. Listen, is there a world in which in a 3-game playoff? How about this, Don? They could do this to you. Here's what I can see the Mets doing.
Win one?
Win game one.
Yeah, of course.
No, they win game one big.
Oh.
It's 8-1. Pete's
be
smashing. Everything's happening. We're back.
He will be at the door with chocolates and roses.
Oh, he's ready.
Bottomless. He's
point
ready.
is-
Bottomless.
You have to, as a fan, go for it.
Raincoat.
I'm going to get mine.
Just the raincoat.
Raincoat, Don.
But I just feel like I'm going to dive in, and I'm hitting the rocks. Right? And that's what's going to happen. But you still have to dive. You still have to take the leap, don't you?
You got to shoot your shot. Shoot or shoot.
You're in though.
You know it. You know it.
Yes,
It's
you know
not
it.
good.
You know it's coming.
She's all trouble, man.
It's obviously it is the inevitable that you know is, but you still have to endure it because that's what New Edition taught you. Sunny days. Everybody loves them.
You need to get paid for this. You should get a piece of publishing.
You know what I mean?
For Can't Stand the Rain.
Well, but that's not a love song. That's a song about being a fan.
Right.
That's what it is. You got to go through it.
Can you get through these moments?
You have to go through these because it's easy just to be around when the good stuff happens. So that's what you're dealing with.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm dealing with?
I just don't know if it's ever been like that where you know your team stinks, but you still might be able to make a run. Now, the Yankees, on the other hand.
Well, I was going to tell you. You know what I'm going through.
It's all good now.
You want to hear it?
Oh, it's so
This
good.
is what I ended up doing today. Like this morning, got up early. Callie had a little hockey workout she does every Thursday, so she's up super early. So I'm up now. I got to keep my brain moving, and so I went back and I'm like, all right, the Yankees have now made the playoffs in 8 of the last 9 years. So we go to 2017, 8 of 9 years. They're the only as much as we kill them, they're the only consistent thing we have in this town.
Great point.
Other teams. I'll give you Nets and Islanders, like the 5 they have 5 playoff appearances since 2017. Believe it or not, that's the max of everybody else. 5 in 9 years. Knicks out 4. The Jets and Giants combined 1. The Jets and Giants have more combined 0-3 starts, 3 of them, than they do playoff appearances. Our football teams are unreal. They're I don't think we can fathom how pathetic football has been in New York in the last decade. Pathetic. And it's
nothing.
And think about it fan base wise, it's the Yankees and the Giants, and the NFL is a behemoth, right? And in this town, the only thing that you can rely on are the New York Yankees. So I took it a step further, and I'm like, all right, they clinched. They're now all of a sudden in play to win the division and make the comeback. And I'm saying to myself, all right, that 7-5 run was good, but how good have they been? How legitimate is this? Because they and the Mets were circling the drain in August, both of them. From June and through July, they were both playing really bad baseball. One of them got out of it. The other one, obviously, the Mets have not. So the Yankees, they went 20-31 from June 13th to August 10th. 20-31. 11 games under. Awful baseball, right?
Yep.
You know what they are since then? 28-12.
28-12.
You know what that is?
Best in baseball?
Best in baseball.
No. Some of that's scheduled.
And by the way,
Peaking at the right time.
August 11th is not like 2 weeks ago. This is a large sample size. They have been the best team in baseball for the better part of a month and almost a half. So you're telling me they're going into the playoffs as literally the hottest team in the sport? How do you not, like you said, Don, like for you think the inevitable. For me, every time I think I'm out,
now they pull you
me
back in. Now the only thing I would say is that I think the Guardians have taken the hottest team in baseball away, just in more recent vintage because
more
of what
recent.
they've
But
done.
I'm talking about over the longer stretch.
Absolutely. And listen, we're starting to see what we've been saying all along about the Blue Jays. It's like we'll see if they're for real. And it's starting to cave because
it's
now,
that
now
guy
it's getting
Thursday,
real.
and we got that guy
Right,
on the Blue
and we
Jays
will,
to discuss.
but it's getting real, and now they're feeling the heat.
Yep.
See, say what you want about the Yankees, they haven't won a championship since 2009, but of all the teams, because of that consistency of always making the playoffs, they've kind of been a team that kind of knows how to do it down the stretch of the regular season. You know, the Blue Jays, Houston. We told you Houston wasn't that good. You were afraid of Houston because of the pedigree.
Mm-hmm.
The Astros aren't that good.
You're afraid of the logo
and it looks
more
like
than
the
anything
Astros
else.
aren't even going to make it.
Which is
And I think if
crazy.
I'm the Yankees, I'm salivating taking on the Guardians. And if the Tigers find a way to get in, you'll literally be taking on what's been the worst team in baseball the last couple of weeks of the season. So you almost want them. So now you've reverted back to the beginning of the year where it was like, tell me how the Yankees aren't going to the World Series. Like, who's going to stand in their way now? And you say, oh, what about the Red Sox? They've gotten hot now because they're beating the Blue Jays. They're doing you the favor.
Mm-hmm.
But you did take 2 out of 3 at Fenway against them, so you feel pretty good about that. And, you know, Fried doing what Fried does. Judge is making things interesting, man, because every time you're like, oh, God, Raleigh's he just hit 59 and 60 last night.
Crazy.
You know, Judge ends up hitting a couple. But I tell you, do you realize that Seattle not only clinches the division for the first time since 2001, they could still be the 1 seed.
By the way, since 2001.
That's when they were the best team in the history of baseball, 116
record-wise, yeah. But what I'm saying is, that's a long time ago without winning a division.
But, you know, we're talking about
That's
the Yankees winning
crazy.
the division, which is now on the table.
Well,
They're tied with the Blue Jays.
If that happens, Don, like we're going to have Jeff Passan on today, and he's got some interesting stuff to say about all this.
Yeah.
But at 4 o'clock, Jeff Passan. But I feel like the conversation, and that's why it's good that the votes aren't due until 24 hours after the last game's played.
Mm-hmm.
Because I honestly think you have to see how the dust settles. Because I don't think it's a fait accompli that you hand it to Cal Raleigh just because, well, his team won his division. Well, what if the Yankees come back and win this division? What other case could you make against Judge other than just saying, well, one guy's team won and the other guy's team didn't win the division and actually blew the lead, so that's why you give it to Cal. If that's your tiebreaker, what if that's not there anymore? Then what?
Yeah.
Agree or disagree?
No, you're
he
right.
almost would have to get to 63 home runs.
But you might, the way it's
Which
going.
he could.
He's
But
got
I'm
4
saying,
games left,
but he
right?
might have to do it.
It is crazy that he had a big night last night, and of course, Judge hits 2. Like, whenever you think he's having a moment where we go, oh, well, this is now he puts the pressure on Judge.
Wild.
Judge strikes right
You
back.
just feel like that if it went from, well, if the Mariners make the playoffs, well, if the Mariners win the division, well, if the Mariners end up being the 1 seed, and he's a reason for it, and then on top of that, breaks the American League record for home runs, he's going to get
The
it.
Yankees right now have more wins than the Mariners. Keep that in mind.
Right.
So that's the other thing you have to consider.
Right. And
The Yankees have 90 wins.
Yankees have 90 wins.
Mariners have 89.
Mariners have 89.
Yeah.
So they're a game back.
Right.
So
So you can
Seattle's finishing up.
For them to get the 1 seed, the Yankees would have to really do nothing the rest of the way.
So Seattle, they're finishing up with Colorado.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think they're going
It's
to
a
win
wiffle
out.
ball game.
Listen, Yankees finish up with Baltimore and the White Sox and then Baltimore. So what? The Seattle they have a 4-game series, or are they off today? Hold on a second.
Isn't there an off day here?
Let me just look at the schedule for. Yeah, they're off.
It should be 3 games this weekend.
No. They've got. Oh my God.
Seattle.
Seattle's got 3 with. They got 3 with the Rockies. It was a 2-game series. I guess they got a makeup game with the Rockies because it says here.
Is it a doubleheader?
They got. Wait a minute. No, they've got all right. They got the game with the Rockies today, and then they finish up with the Dodgers. So
wait. The Mariners finish up with the Dodgers?
the Mariners finish up with the Dodgers.
That's a weird way to end the season.
No, it's just something you got to have interleague play, right?
I mean,
Somebody's got to be
end
matched
the
up
season that way, though.
with. And then
okay.
when you look at the standings,
Well, that's not nothing
as far
because the
as-
Dodgers, those games matter.
Well, let's see. Let's get an update on that, shall we? For the West, you've got the Padres are 2.5 back. So there may be meaningless games on Saturday and Sunday for the Dodgers there, but it's crazy. So the Yankees are feeling great, but I'd love to just hear from Met fans and Yankee fans too. But 1-800-919-3776. But how do you feel? Like I don't see the benefit of them not making. Like the whole, I hate this, just miss. Because I really think Stearns is going to make changes, all right, no matter what. Even if they make the playoffs, get swept. I guess the only way he doesn't if they make a run and go to the World Series, and they haven't won since 86, so nobody's throwing that away. So I don't see the benefit in rooting against them missing.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, how do you feel? Do you feel like last year could happen? Is it fool's gold? And our analogy of hope. Are you Red? Are you Andy Dufresne? Or are you Brooks? 1-800-919-3776. We got a huge show today.
Huge.
We've got Damien Woody at 5:30. Jeff Passan is going to be joining us at 4. We also have that guy Thursday, which we'll do at 4:30. And an ENN at 6.
One.
Again, full frontal today because the Mets are starting later.
Full frontal.
So we are going to take you right up until Mets coverage at 7. Right here. Hahn Rosenberg on ESPN New York.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
The Ryder Cup is more than golf. It's a global celebration. And this year, Ryder Cup Live makes you part of it all. Cheer with fans at Rockefeller Center. Join watch parties at New York's favorite bars. Or host your own unforgettable gathering with Ryder Cup Live fan kits. Whether you're in the city, on Long Island, or at home with friends, you can rally behind your team and share in the energy of golf's biggest stage. The Ryder Cup. It's not just a match, it's a movement.
You matter, and so does your well-being. Call, text, or chat 988, New Jersey Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, for free 24/7 support with mental health, suicide, or substance use concerns for you or someone you love. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
When it comes to restoring cars, Diego's got skills. And with Total Wireless in his corner, the whole world sees them. With the dual camera system on his new iPhone 13, he can take amazing car photos and post them on the fly with super fast 5G, and even turn this hobby into a full-time gig. His claim to fame? Claiming iPhone 13 with 5G on us. Get iPhone 13 with 5G on us when you switch to the Total 5G or 5G Plus Unlimited 3-month plan. Total Wireless, in your corner. For limited time while supplies last. Valid in store. Device taxes and fees may apply. Requires port in and ID verification. Restrictions apply.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
There's a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-90 Turbo Select for $249 for 24 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely, choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN S1225248. MSRP $40,000. Zero security deposit. Ends 9/30/25.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Hey there, guys. Good afternoon. We're going to start off in Nassau County, Northern State westbound. Jam trying to make your way onto the Grand Central in Queens. Crash out there. Traffic is pretty much at a standstill from Shelter Rock Road. Another gridlock alert day with the UN General Assembly still in town. FDR northbound, no access to East 42nd. Packed ride there from the Williamsburg Bridge. Already pretty bad heading over to the outbound George. Worst of it, Harlem River Drive northbound. Crash on the ramps of the Cross Bronx. You're stopped from the Madison Avenue Bridge. Inbound George, no issues for both the upper and lower Lower Decks. Outbound Lincoln, just about a 5 to 10 minute ride. Outbound Helena, run you 15 to 20. This report is sponsored by Parkwiz. New Yorkers know the hacks, and here's one for parking. Reserve ahead and pay up to 50% less than drive-up rates. With Parkwiz, you can book your parking in advance, skip the hassle of searching, and save every time. Download the Parkwiz app today. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
One 800-919-3776. Don Hahn and Rosenberg with you until 7. Let's dive right into the phones about the Mets and the Yankees. Big baseball day. Jeff Passan will join us coming up at 4. Let's go to Mike in Georgia. Get to start it off here on Don Hahn and Rosenberg as he gets serenaded by Alan. What's up, buddy?
How's it going, Don? I just wanted to let you know you were 100% right back on the Michael K show when you said Yankees fans hate the Mets. And I was wrong. I thought we did not hate them until you guys started playing in our pond and getting players that, we would normally get because we had more money than you. And I didn't realize you were right until I started watching you guys collapse and the amount of joy I feel in my heart.
See, I told you.
So good.
Because
so good.
Because I'll tell you, and listen, relish in it because I think because I would if the Yankees were collapsing and the Mets were red hot. It's just I just kept sensing it, Mike, all through the season. Why are you talking so much about the Mets? You're talking about Soto. Like, if you don't care about them, if you don't pay them any mind, then why are you even having the conversation? And now I can understand you really luxuriating, as Michael would like to say back in the day, of the Mets' plight. I get it, man.
And let me give you a tip. I'm gonna warn you now, because you guys got some Yankee players over there that we had to deal with last year. So when you guys inevitably sneak into the playoffs, I'm going to give you some warnings. You have cardiac clay on your team. So just get ready for heart attacks and heartbreak, because when he gets pressure, he crumbles. And then you have Soto. So he's gonna do what Soto does. He's gonna put up great numbers, but it doesn't really equal winning. Look at us in the World Series. So just be prepared for Clay Holmes to crumble, because that's what he does.
Well, I don't even think at this point it's going to matter, because he's not going to be in any high leverage situations. He's not closing for them.
But using them the way they used them yesterday.
Well, so I mean, right now, the only time I think Holmes would have an impact is in an extra inning game, or once we start getting to a best of 5 or best of 7, if they were to make a run. But in this series, if they do make it against the Dodgers or the Padres, there's not going to be any real high leverage situations for Holmes, I wouldn't think.
No. And that's where he was last year. I mean, he was a closer, and he couldn't close. He couldn't handle that kind of – at least it felt like he couldn't handle that kind of pressure. That's what it looked like. But now you have a Devin Williams situation here where he's pitching well, and we're going to get to high leverage situations for him as well. Mm-hmm. And how does he handle it?
Right.
That's there's always something else to worry about. I'm a little surprised, though. So he's a Yankees fan, and he's reveling in the Mets circling the drain right now.
Yeah,
I got bigger things to worry. Like, you know what I mean? Like, honestly,
you can multitask. I'm going to be honest. In my heyday,
I don't like right now. It doesn't mean anything.
But I'm older now, and a lot of different things are different just as a fan. So I'm like you. I'm focused on my own thing. I can't hate this team.
Right.
But when I was not in this business growing up, I loved it when the Yankees struggle and the Mets are good. It's just because that's part of the rivalry.
When I talked about this early in the season about how it could be fun with both teams going head-to-head, you said that stuff doesn't matter.
Well, the head-to-head stuff in when you're focused on the task at hand, where you're battling each other, it's like, listen, I got my own thing to worry about winning, but as I'm winning and I'm comfortably making the playoffs and I've just clinched a playoff berth and I'm tied for first place, I can also look at the Mets and saying, you know what, I'm enjoying this.
Now it's okay to get on the bus and make fun of the Met fans. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, you were talking about how much fun it's going to be,
the whole
kind
year,
of going back
just
and
trash
forth.
talk all year. That's what it was supposed to be until both teams went into the trash for about a month and a half. And then both teams stink. So who's really bragging?
Yeah, but
now we're gonna.
What I'm saying is, a Mets struggling in July.
Yeah.
If I'm a Yankee fan, or vice versa, I'm not paying any mind to that. But right now, late, like I'd be rooting. If I were a Yankee fan, I'd be rooting for the Mets to miss.
The only thing the only motivation is anybody that was loud about it, from one side or the other.
Right.
That's you'd love to shut them up, but other than that, I'm more concerned with Toronto.
Let's go to Richie in Brooklyn. You're on ESPN New York. Richie!
Unmute.
You with me? I'll give you one more chance. You ready?
No, don't do it.
Three strikes, you're out.
Richie!
How many chances do you get?
Anybody know who shot Bobby Lupo? Nothing. All right.
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
No,
what happened to you? I need to know what happened. What happened?
I don't know what happened, but anyway, I want to talk about Judge and Raleigh for the MVP.
All right.
Now, Michael K gave all the stats just before you guys got on. The top 10 stats, 8 out of the 10, Judge not only leads, but leads by plenty.
Okay.
Okay, now, another thing. Back when Judge got the 62 home runs, how did they pitch him? For like 3 weeks.
Very carefully.
Away. They walked him. They did that. Raleigh has been getting basically, did you see the first home run? The 59 home run he hit yesterday?
Yeah.
It looked like a batting practice fastball.
Well, because he's playing a rock.
Down him in the right way he loves it.
All right.
Well, what about Judge's home runs last night?
Yeah, the White Sox.
That was BP.
Yeah, that's the same thing, man.
Yeah.
Okay, but what about game 1 when they walked him 4 times?
Yes, they did.
3 times.
You're right. Well, those were but that was a high leverage game. It was a close game.
You know, but the beginning they walked him.
Yeah.
The first inning they walked him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That they pitch Judge differently than they do Raleigh.
Well, right.
Even Shohei.
But Richie,
even
you're
Ohtani,
Richie,
even
you're
Schwarber.
so Richie, you're trying to say that there's like a league-wide bias against Judge versus everybody else.
Yes. And if you look at the strike zone on Judge, the strike zone on Judge is horrible.
I agree with that, 100%. Which is
because
why.
And they're going to go to the strike zone. We didn't get a chance to talk.
We're
going to
talk about it.
So, you're saying that a Rocky pitcher doesn't play in the American League is going to hurt his own earned run average, his own stats by giving a cookie to Raleigh because he doesn't want Judge to win the MVP.
It's not a cookie. But they pitch him differently than they do Judge. You know
what is the motivation?
They throw Judge.
What is the motivation?
Outside. No,
what is the motivation?
I'm
going to ask again. What is the motivation? Do you understand what motivation means? What is the motivation for a Rocky pitcher to give Raleigh something to hit?
There is no motivation.
So there is no conspiracy. So thank you for the call. It was a lot of fun.
Was it?
No. Again, I'm seeing it on social media that they don't want Judge to win. Listen, maybe the voters will vote for Raleigh over Judge because of the New York bias and because they want to see the catcher win. I'm not doubting that. But do you think a major league pitcher, a Rocky pitcher, is going to be? I'm going to throw it right down the middle for Raleigh because I hate to see Judge win.
Yeah,
the MVP.
I don't want to see it anymore.
Stupid, really.
No.
Now I know why you struggled to get on at first because it was really difficult. You
always get the conspiracy theory guys. They love you.
They love me.
Yeah, there's something
because
about
I'm a big conspiracy theory guy.
You enjoy it.
But what I needed, this is the key. I love a good conspiracy theory. I need the motivation.
Right.
What is the Rocky pitcher's motivation? Now, if there was a Rocky pitcher that used to be a Red Sox or used to be an Astro, and there was some sort of rivalry with Judge,
sure.
then I'd say, that's the motivation. I can't imagine any of the Rocky pitchers that gave up the home runs in this series don't even care who wins the MVP.
No,
so no motivation, Peter, no conspiracy theory.
There's no that's it. Once you don't have the motivation, what kind of conversation are we having?
Can't have one. Let's go to Javi in Queens. What do you got, buddy?
All right, that's
Save
safe.
Save me.
Hey, guys.
Thanks a lot for nothing.
Well, he's there.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, eventually. Come on, man. Let's go.
Oh, wow. You guys got to me super quick.
Let's go.
So listen. Thank you. I'm sorry. Shout out to the chat. The chat is incredible.
Yeah, it's rocking.
Well, the chat says I hate baseball, which doesn't make sense.
Really?
Do I come off like I don't like baseball?
No.
Do you hate baseball?
Yeah.
No, they're confusing you with me.
Think so?
I don't know. It's weird.
We look alike.
Javi, what do you got?
They're propping up free speech. But anyways, listen, with the Mets and Yankees, I'm a Yankees fan. I have a lot of friends that are Mets fans. I could care less about them collapsing this regular season. I have seen that before. It happened in 2006. It was delightful. For me, the creme de la creme of a Mets collapse is them making it to a Game 7 in the World Series and losing. That's what I want to. I could care less.
I disagree with that.
What's the matter with you,
Javi?
What's the matter with you? What is the matter with you?
What do you mean? You want the same thing for the Yankees, Don?
No, I want the Yankees.
Don't be a fraud.
I'm not being a fraud. If I'm being anti-Yankee, like I was growing up, I would root for them to miss the playoffs, not losing Game 7 of the World Series.
Yeah, that's too. No.
Come on,
Don,
think about it. Because think about what. No, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna turn it back to you, and you're gonna recognize the stupidity. Okay?
Go ahead. Help them out.
They might miss the playoffs. By them going to Game 7 of the World Series, they won on an epic run. They threw champagne. It would be heartbreaking to lose, but I would sign for a Game 7 loss of the World Series right now because they're probably not going to make the playoffs, possibly.
All right,
it's
Don,
ridiculous.
Don, last season,
our calls today are yo-yos.
It's bad today.
That's Javi and Queen.
Really bad. You're
like
bad today.
Javi. We love
Be
him.
better.
One last thing.
Oh,
last year in the World Series, what are the Mets hanging on the rim for? The fifth inning of that Yankee game. If the Yankees had lost in the first round, the Mets wouldn't even be talking about it. They love the fact that the Yankees choked in the World Series.
Honestly, Javi, you sound today like you were hitting the head. Like, honestly, no, this is the dumbest you've ever said, and I love you because they went to the World Series for the first time since 2009. If they got bounced in the first round, then there would be the longest streak in the history of the franchise without going to the World Series. Javi, you're smarter than this. I think he bumped his head. He got some bad weed. Something happened.
Bad boubange?
Bad boubange. That was easily the worst phone call that he's ever made, and it might be one of the worst phone calls we ever had.
Wait a second. We just had that before.
Yeah, he was the worst.
Yeah.
But I just think he was trying too hard, bro, with the conspiracy.
Let me break things up a little bit by giving you a leaderboard update
we
brought
need
to you by
this.
Schweppes. Now, there is no one on the leaderboard yet because, of course, the Ryder Cup at Bethpage Black starts tomorrow, but we'll keep you updated throughout the day. And, maybe if Don, bumps his head and doesn't pay attention, I can even talk about it for a moment. Of course, on the American side, some of your favorites, Scotty Scheffler, Xander Schauffele, J.J. Spawn, Bryson DeChambeau, Keegan Bradley, Colin Morikawa, and more up against the best of Europe, Rory McIlroy, Robert McIntyre, Tommy Fleetwood, Justin Rose. You got Lowry. So many greats. John Rahm, all happening right on Long Island. Of course, the morning show, DiPietro and Rothenberg will be there broadcasting from Bethpage tomorrow. That's your leaderboard update presented by Schweppes. Schweppes offers a hole-in-one refreshment experience and is proud to sponsor PGA of America. Enhance your summer with Schweppes Seltzer or Schweppes Ginger Ale.
We got better calls? We got better calls?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
You afraid?
Let me try to choose one. Hold on. I'll look, Don.
What do we got?
I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you out.
You have a call screen.
I know, but it's not open. I'm looking at his.
Let's go.
Let's try Anthony and Hopewell.
Okay, Anthony and Hopewell, chosen by Peter. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, guys, huge Yankee fan, right? Living here in New York and stuff, you got all the Met fans. They're everywhere. But it's not as much as, you don't hate the Mets. I mean, you see Soto, you see all of his comments, right? When he chose the Mets clearly for the money. The Yankees are doing their thing. This is what the Mets always do. They collapse. This is what they do. It's not a hatred. You don't hate them, You enjoy watching them collapse, sure, but it's not.
Why would you enjoy somebody to collapse if you don't hate them? It's okay. Say you hate them. I'm not going to look at you wrong. I'm just going to assume you hate them. If you're hoping for them to collapse, what other word would you use but hatred?
You know what? Hoping is wrong. I mean, I guess more of expecting them to collapse. Like it's kind of what they're going to do.
No, you said you were rooting for them to collapse. You want them to collapse because you hate them. Say it. It's all right.
No.
Hate's good. I mean, sports hate is good, man.
No, you know what? I misspoke. You're right. You're not rooting for it, but like you just kind of expect it. It's going to happen.
But if it's good, then why even pay attention to it? But you're paying attention to it because you want the Met fans to suffer. The Met fans that you say are all over the place. You want Soto to suffer for making what appears to be, at least at first blush, the wrong decision. Because, say it with me, you hate them.
Or it's just like strangely entertaining to see the car crash that everybody knows is coming, that always comes year after year. It's very on brand.
It's hate.
You think it's hate? I think it's disdain.
No, because
disdain's bad.
Honestly, like
It's like
watching the Tigers collapse. I have no feeling either way about the Tigers, I don't have any love for the Guardians. But to see something historic, you want to see. You don't see that every day, that a team completely collapsed like that. So I might be rooting for it, but it does come from a place of hatred. But I hear the words, Met fans all over the place.
Which is
Soto chose the Mets. It's the feeling. He doesn't want to say it because if he says he hates the Mets, then that means he acknowledges the Mets. Because if you don't acknowledge the Mets, which I think some Yankee fans don't, you wouldn't even be paying attention that they're barely holding on for dear life.
It's a fair argument.
But if you're following it and you're paying attention, why are you paying attention, Peter?
Because you care.
We got some.
I'm going to go to this just because we're on a nice roll. We're on a nice roll. Nas in Queens. And these are regulars, by the way. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, Nas?
Let's get do it.
Hey, Don. It sounds like you're having a bad day.
I'm having a
I just wanted to ask.
I think callers
it's your fault.
Callers are having a bad day because they're taking bad dope.
That's your fault.
What are you smoking today,
Maybe
Nas?
I could help.
What is your pot laced with today? Go ahead.
Should the Yankees consider trading Garrett Cole since the pitching staff has been looking good without him?
He's out. Alan's out. You lost
field
Alan.
players and some bullpen players.
So angel dust. That's what's in your dope is angel dust. We're gonna trade. Why? Why would you trade Cole? Why? Because all of a sudden your rotation's all figured out, right? Nobody's ever gonna get hurt. You're gonna trade one of the best for what? Your outfield set, right? What are you looking for? You got a shortstop that's got another year on his contract and decided to pivot from Volpe. Well, you going to trade him for a first baseman? We're going to trade him to the Mets for Alonso? Alonso free agent. Well, dude, I don't know what it is. What's the date with the April what? With the holiday for smoking weed?
Oh, 420.
420. It's not 420, right? It's not
no,
April 20.
I don't. I think it's September.
It's quite the contrary. It's September.
Yeah.
Is it bad dope day?
I don't know what's going on. And it's regular. Like you said, it's regulars. It's people who
trade Cole. Conspiracy theory by the Rocky pitchers to have Raleigh win the MVP.
What else could happen?
And not admitting that you hate the Mets.
Now, let me ask you a question right now. We're only sitting here at 3:44. As Alan has left the room, he's now hanging with the producers. He's done.
I love what he did.
Now, tell me this. Right now, it's only 3:44. We got 2 hours. We got 3 hours and 15 minutes left. Will we have a worse call than we've had so far?
Yes, we
will. You think we can do worse?
Yes, because it's bad dope day.
Bad dope day. If you want to join us in the chat, though, I'd love to. We should set a record in the YouTube today. Share the show on YouTube with a friend, your dad, your mom, your son, your daughter. Let's set records on the ESPN New York YouTube page today because we are going to hear maybe the worst call in the history of the show.
Looking forward to it. And believe me, if you can beat any of the three we've had to start,
congratulations.
Then you definitely played yourself. 1-800-919-3776. We're going to talk to Jeff Passan at 4, Damien Woody at 5:30. We have got that guy Thursday at 4:30. So much going on here on Don, Hahn Rosenberg on ESPN New York.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. We all turn to some funny places for support, but not everyone is a therapist. Not everyone is the one. Find your right match with BetterHelp. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences, and their 10-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means they typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from their tailored recs. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, switch therapists at any time. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/timeout. That's betterhelp.com/timeout.
At Garden City Mazda, discover more about what moves you.
Our fall kickoff savings start now. Don't miss out.
Our inventory of new and Mazda certified pre-owned vehicles is unmatched in New York.
Embrace every unexpected turn with the new 2025 Mazda lineup. Refined performance. Spacious interiors to fit your life. Elevate your driving experience.
Garden City Mazda. Exhilaration at every turn, exceptional in every way.
Well, to hit a home run, everything's got to line up perfectly, just like when you find the person you want to marry. When it's time to propose, well, do what I did. Visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers. From their beautiful 2 by London collection to custom designs for any budget, they make finding the perfect ring easy. Visit London Jewelers at any of their 6 locations and tell them I sent you for the Michael K treatment. London Jewelers, getting it just right.
Out here, pets are always by your side, watching the herd, running fence lines, or asleep at your feet. Pets are some of our favorite customers. When you bring them along to Tractor Supply, we'll always have a treat waiting. And with our price match guarantee, you'll always get the best price on their favorite food, toys, treats they love, and pet meds to keep them healthy. Tractor Supply, for pets out here.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
I can't believe they're moving the team to another city.
True, but you'll never forget all the joy they brought into your life.
Joy? They made the playoffs twice in 50 years.
Gosh, those 2 times were pretty great, weren't they?
How would I know? I wasn't even born yet.
Just think of all the free time you'll have on game days.
Those games were the highlight of my week.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Lowe's knows that free makes everything better. That's why our rewards members get free standard shipping on the things they need and want, starting at Silver Key status every day. Savings for rewards members add up fast, so why wait? Join for free today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/shipping terms. Subject to change.
ESPN New York Couchcast is coming.
I just didn't feel like physically getting off the couch.
Don't miss this live stream event with your favorite ESPN New York personalities, including Dave Rothenberg.
Is football season here yet?
Rick DiPietro, Chris Carlin, Michael Kay, football, and Hahn Rosenberg.
They're playing football!
It all happens September 29th when the Jets face the Dolphins on Monday Night Football. Watch the guys' instant reactions and hear their unfiltered commentary all game long.
You're bad at football.
See it all unfold on the ESPN New York YouTube channel.
I'm just trying to have the best possible show. When does that start?
The ESPN New York Couchcast is brought to you by the All-American Ford Auto Group, Calandra's Bakery, and Jacob's Pickles.
ESPN New York is now streaming on YouTube. Catch all of your favorite shows, DiPietro and Rothenberg, Bart and Carlin, The Michael K. Show, Hahn and Rosenberg, with live video every weekday. Watch, chat, and join the conversation only on YouTube. Subscribe to ESPN New York on YouTube today.
Smash
and never
it.
miss a moment. Smash it, destroy it, kill it.
We're not currently record setting. We have a good number But like I wanted
it's
to
before 4. I mean, it was.
I want to smash a number today, though.
No, that's good.
Yeah, I want us to destroy.
You want to
a
set a
number
benchmark?
Today. Yeah, I've never seen us get past 1,500 concurrent. I want to see us get past 1,500 concurrent.
Okay,
let's do it.
That's the goal that I'm having today. And with the way the callers have started out, I could see a world in which Don completely loses his mind today.
Oh, it's coming. Oh, by the way, there's buttons to press, Peter, and we should be you talk about smashing. We should be pressing these buttons because
pressing every Don button.
I feel like today could be an eruption from Don.
Yeah,
like on anniversary night.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
back in the day.
That good.
Donnie Puck's eruption.
So let's get the phones are packed. So
let's get a good one. Can we get a good one?
No, this is a good one because I've been waiting for this, and we're finally going to get it. Dennis in Huntington, you're on Don, Hahn Rosenberg. What do you got, man? Are we getting trolled?
There it is.
What happened?
He's there.
What happened?
Oh boy! Hit.
Draw off
talking
the
to
ball.
me?
Yeah. Why would I be talking to you, man? Dennis, you're Dennis,
Come on,
right?
Dennis.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I didn't realize you were talking to me.
Of course.
Listen, I don't really care if Judge is gonna win the MVP. I just care if he's gonna be good in the playoffs. So I'm not sure why it's such a big deal if he wins or not the MVP. But also, I want to just talk to Alan and Don. You guys have to let Peter talk a little bit more.
I
feel
agree.
Like whenever he's got a point, you guys just jump on top of him. You don't let him speak his mind.
Thank you.
And I'm kind of getting sick of it.
Nah, listen, I'm surprised Peter doesn't take a swing at one of us.
Dennis, let's meet at Mondays one of these days, and I'll explain. All right, you know where Mondays is.
You could. You know what? Listen, I admire it. We can go back and check. You can hear him drawing off the bong during the call. I think that's terrific. I don't partake myself, but I love the fact that people love smoking weed and feel the urge to call our show. But believe me, that guy was rocked and still made the most valid point anybody's made so far, and that is all these Yankee fans, I see him on Twitter, how could anybody consider Cal Raleigh? He's hitting 70 points less than Judge. Judge leads in 10%, 10 different categories. Why do you care?
Who gives a rat's
You
ass?
want to win the big one, the World Series. You trade that 100 MVPs for the World Series. What do you care?
In fact, the last thing Judge needs is another MVP year, and they're bounced in the first round.
Right.
It almost doesn't even help.
And it's amazing. The guys and gals that are screaming that he should win the MVP will be the first ones to say, screw that MVP if they get bounced in the first round.
Yeah, but it's right now.
20.
But no, I don't care. It's still right now, and that's our guy. And so if it's our guy versus another guy, like it's Cal Raleigh, no, Aaron Judge, and you want to take up for your guy. We want the best player in the league. So we'll make the case that he deserves to get it. When we get to October, then we'll worry about, okay, now it's time for you to have a good October. But right now, all you got is he should be the best player in the league, and you fight for your guy. That's what this is about right now.
But
this
again,
isn't about, I don't care what happens in October. When we get to October, then it'll be, okay, Judge, you got an MVP, great. You now need to have an October that we'll all be talking about years from now.
But I'm saying is that you're arguing for him to win something that you will use against Judge if he doesn't play well.
Probably.
And I wonder if that's like the motivation. Like, I want more ammunition. Like, take that MVP, get rid of it.
That's
the point
silly.
is that nobody's arguing who's the better player. Judge the better player. When we talk about MVP, and we'll talk about with Jeff Passan coming up.
Who's had the better season?
Is that a catcher hitting 60 home runs, you can't even wrap your mind around. And it might end up being a record-breaking season, believe it or not. So, and I understand Judge has the better WAR, and he's got the better batting average, and he's scored more runs. But for Seattle to be in a position to be just a game away from having the best record in the American League because of him, and he's hitting 60 home runs, it's really hard to ignore. Yankee fans should be rooting for Judge, but they should not be red hot if Raleigh gets it, in my opinion.
I agree with that.
You guys know I'm easily distracted by television.
Easily.
You?
Yeah, with Ryan
Sometimes
Rucco.
Ryan is just too bald. You never known someone who's too
It's
bald?
because you get that Lex Luthor kind of feel to him
He
right
is
now.
so he might as well shave the eyebrows off. Like it is when you see him, it's just skin.
Right.
Why?
Why what?
Just why?
Yeah, it didn't have to be said, but
yeah, that's one of those. You could have kept that one in house.
But he's one of us.
We
He's
love
one of us.
Ryan
He's my friend.
He's one
of
us.
the nicest guys in the world.
I feel close with him.
Not necessary.
I feel close to him. He's just so bald. Like, as a bald guy myself, I keep a little bit.
Well, the only way...
That's why I don't like the full... It's so much skin.
The only way that look makes sense is if you're Lex Luthor from a Superman movie, or he's about to dive into the pool at the Olympics.
That's right. Otherwise, he might as well just take the eyebrows. And he's got really pronounced, dark eyebrows. No. Take them off, Ryan. And by the way, he looks very thin.
He always...
Are we good?
I like his background.
Are we good?
He's got a beautiful background.
Are we good on Ryan Ruocco?
Ryan's my guy.
I know, but
we're good.
We're good.
Listen, first of all, it's him in a split screen with Malika Andrews, right?
Right.
So on one
and
side,
your eyes went to Ryan Ruocco.
Right, which is interesting.
Which bothers them.
No,
because
so
he didn't want
Malika
them
is just lovely. Everything's well put together. And Ryan looks great, but I'm just... See the shine coming off the top of the head, Don? There's too much shine up there. You got to have a little stubble to block the shine.
Yeah.
We'll get him on soon enough.
Yeah, maybe today.
We'll be bringing this up.
All right. Sam and Rockland, you're on ESPN New York. What's up, Sam?
Thanks for taking my call. 2 points. First of all, about the MVP. So you're 100% right. Another MVP is not going to cement Judge's legacy at this point. Only thing is going to cement it is the ring.
Agreed.
So,
you're right.
I think he deserves it, but I'm not going to be I'm not going to go scorched earth if he doesn't win it. That's one thing. Now, the second thing about the caller says about why they pitched to Raleigh and not to Judge, I think this is just a testament. The league is telling you they're more afraid of Judge than Cal Raleigh. I think it was Jeff Passan that said that today or yesterday that they asked players around the league who to give it to, and all of them said Judge.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an awful pick. I don't think it's a slam dunk. I don't think anybody should blink. Anybody that's saying, how could Cal Raleigh not win the MVP?
Right.
No, I think that's wrong, too. It's really, really close. Obviously, here in New York, there's going to be a bias because there's so many Yankee fans, but I'm just saying that it's close. Nobody should be shocked either way.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good point, though, that he just made about not caring. I just had to think for a minute. If Jaden Daniels won Rookie of the Year last year, because I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
I
when
love
you go to
him.
the championship
I named
game,
my daughter after him. I still don't care that he won him. All you want is success.
Right. If you go 7-10, then you root for him winning the Rookie of the Year.
Then that's fun. And what do you do? You pump your fist one time, then move on with your life?
Hanging with the best team in the league in the second half of a championship game, you got bigger fish to fry here.
Right. So
obviously.
it would judge how much you guys... And he already has them. He's got home run records. He has MVPs. The only thing he hasn't done is be a stud in the playoffs and bring home a chip.
And that could happen. Jeff Passan, next on Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York. There's a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 25 Mazda CX-30 for $199 for 33 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. Then SM843629. MSRP $26,865. Zero security deposit. Ends 9/30/25.
Friends, it's summer, and you should be out there enjoying it. But if you're living with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, that can feel impossible. You don't have to keep living that way. There's help. Dr. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he is dedicated to helping you feel better. And here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication, just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that get real results so you can get back to the life you love. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, sciatica, and he builds a plan that is right for you. Same day and next day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is never far away. So don't wait, and don't let pain steal another day of your life. Go to SandwellPain.com to text, call, or book online. SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today. Most major insurances are accepted.
Hi, former New York Giant Leonard Marshall here. Please join me at the Alzheimer's Foundation of America Family Fun Day on September 27th. Bring your family to AFA's Barbara Rabinowitz Education and Resource Center in Amityville for a fun-filled day of intergenerational activities in celebration of Grandparents Appreciation Month. Learn more and register at AFA September 27th Family Fun Day by visiting www.afalongisland.org or calling 631-223-4000.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Empower. Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, fellas.
I like when he holds it.
Mets close out their series with the Cubs. Close out, that's a great way to put it. Coverage immediately following us on 880 at 7 o'clock. Yankees and the White Sox, they finish up their series at 7:05. The Rangers-Islanders preseason action is coming up at 7 as well. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. I got to tell you, hours leading up to my first preseason game on Sunday, I got a lot of nice notes from people. And the usual suspects, right? Alan Hahn, Michael Kay, Peter Rosenberg, people that I work with the Rangers. But I got a terrific text from Jeff Passan wishing me luck, and I thought that was terrific. And he joins us here on Hahn Rosenberg. Jeff, that was a very nice gesture by you. I really appreciated it.
Well, thank you, Don. It's well-deserved. And when people get to do the thing they've always wanted to do, I have found that it's really nice to hear about it. So I try to pay forward what people have paid to me.
Well, thank you. And we've always enjoyed your company, and we want to take advantage of having you on here to talk about just a lot of great things happening in baseball right now. And I guess we'll jump right into the MVP race.
Can I just say it's so good right now? Like, everything about baseball is awesome this week, and it's very exciting knowing that we've got a month of all the best teams that are about to play each other left. So sorry to cut you off there.
No, but it is and listen, I'm not enjoying the Mets, but listen, it's intriguing, right? No, what's happening to them is intriguing, because we open the show, because I'll pivot to this. We'll talk about the MVP in a second. But, I use the analogy of Shawshank Redemption. There's hope. But am I red, or am I Andy Dufresne? Do I believe or not believe? I'm more red, because I don't believe in this team. If they make the playoffs, it's only because the Reds and the Diamondbacks aren't good enough. They can't pitch. Their bullpen is down to one guy. Now they're kicking the ball all over the place. But I'm a Met fan, so I want to believe, Jeff. But there's nothing to believe here, is there?
Yeah, I think there's still reason to believe. I think the reason to believe is if you happen to get into a playoff spot. I believe in Nolan McLean. I don't know about you, but
can he pitch every day? Show me something, kid.
But okay, so fair. But when you get a 1-0 lead in a wild card game, it puts a lot of pressure on the other team to go out and win 2 consecutive and to string together 2 days of fundamentally sound baseball. And you're going to be facing somebody who's a big leaguer and who's got good stuff, and even a bad big leaguer on any given day can go out and look like the best player in the world. So I think the hope for the Mets is not anything that the Mets have done to inspire it. It's in the inherent nature of baseball and just how little we know about what it's going to look like, and that a team that looks like it has been dead for 4 months, which personifies the New York Mets right now, can suddenly come alive at any given time. And that's the frustration of the Mets, I think. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and they just have not shown any signs of life.
And they must be thrilled that at least they're not the only team circling the drain right now, right? What's happening in Detroit is just epic. And then even what Toronto more recently, what's going on with them and the frustration. You mentioned that we are getting into the best time of year when it comes to baseball and seeing the best teams all playing each other. And in New York, it's almost like we desperately need baseball because we have 2 0-3 football teams. So there's nothing to distract us here. So I think the biggest conversation on the other side of town involves right now Aaron Judge. And my question to you, Jeff, and I have seen what you've said about which way you'd go when it comes to MVP. But if the Yankees find a way to complete this and actually come back to win the division, take it back, does that end any other tiebreaker in your mind that you would have between him and Cal Raleigh? Like you could say team success, both teams won the divisions. Would there be any other argument to make at this point?
When I voted, I don't vote for MVP anymore, Alan, and the reasons are multiple, but like mainly it's because I don't think that I should have any sort of effect on the people I'm covering's financial well-being. And with all of the awards that are tied to MVP voting, I just didn't want to be a part of that. That being said, I'm perfectly happy to participate in the discourse. And when I was voting, I never took team into mind. Now, maybe that was foolish of me. I understand that, team, like winning matters. Winning is all that matters. But I didn't want to penalize great players for being surrounded by bums. It's the Mike Trout corollary. Mike Trout was like the best player in baseball for upward of a decade, and I don't think he won nearly as many MVPs as he should have because his team stunk around him. And that's like, I get why people tie the team in. I just never thought it was fair to penalize a guy for the 24 or 25 other guys in the clubhouse. And so in this case, would it be a boon to Judge? Of course it would. I think a lot of voters differ from me in that respect. To me, though, it just comes down to who puts up the best numbers. Like, I wish I were smart enough to understand the impact that Cal Raleigh has inside of that clubhouse and to understand and to be able to measure the impact that Aaron Judge has inside of his clubhouse. Almost see those as a wash, to be honest, because I think both of them are hugely important to their teams and to their teammates. And so in the absence of having an objective way to look at that, the way I've always approached it is the only objective thing out there is the numbers. Well, what do the numbers tell me? And the numbers right now tell me that Aaron Judge, despite Cal Raleigh hitting 60 home runs, leading the American League in runs batted, et cetera, Aaron Judge has had a better season.
You know, what's interesting is I think that when we get caught up in the argument of this, Jeff, and you just articulated it very well, is it the MVP or is it who's the best player? Because to me, Aaron Judge is the best player, and forever, the foreseeable future, will be the best player in Major League Baseball. But in this situation, isn't Cal the more valuable? Remember, if the Yankees settle for the wild card, that's a disappointing season. They were supposed to win the division. Nobody had Seattle on their bingo card, and they might end up with the 1 seed in the American League. A catcher hitting 60 home runs. Now, the reason there isn't 2 awards, Jeff, is because 90% of the time you'd give it to the same guy. But this might be one of those rare occasions where Judge is the better player with the better numbers, but Raleigh might be the more valuable player.
So, Don, the way I've always looked at it is the two are interchangeable. What is a sign of value other than production? Like, what's the difference between being the best and being the most valuable? Can you elucidate that for me? Because I've never heard a really compelling argument that convinces me that somebody who produces the most is not the most valuable.
I will say it this way, all right? What the Yankees are doing is not really out of the ordinary, right? And what Judge is doing, that's how great a player he is, isn't out of the ordinary. So even if the Yankees win the division, well, they're supposed to win the division, and Judge had numbers that he's supposed to have. But if Cal Raleigh doesn't have this season, Seattle is nowhere. I mean, they are nowhere. Because we didn't expect them to be anywhere, because we didn't expect this kind of a season. So that's how I'd articulate it is that by him hitting 60 home runs has literally put them on the map. Now, obviously, you take Judge off the Yankees, they're not going to be the same, but there's a lot of great players there. They might still be able to figure out a way to make the playoffs. It wouldn't be that shocking if the Yankees still made it without Judge. This whole season that Seattle has had which you tell me seems like a pretty surprising year that they win their first division since 2001, and it's happening when we're seeing a catcher do something that's never been done in the history of baseball. I think that's what kind of separates it for me.
Okay, so I'll hit on a few of these points. I did like Seattle coming into the season. I had them going into the playoffs.
Okay.
But I think the more important points, there are two of them to be made. Number one, I don't think that we should judge a player's value based on our expectations of him or her coming into any particular season, because we are flawed arbiters, right? Just because we believe something and something else happens, shouldn't that be the Dom LaGreca doesn't know crap award rather than the most valuable most valuable player award? And Don, I know you know crap. So
believe me, I know crap.
Yeah, so this is more though. I've always, just because a guy exceeds what our expectations were doesn't mean that makes him better than somebody else who is doing what we expected. And that's the thing. I think you're comparing Aaron Judge's numbers to the wrong person. You're comparing him to himself rather than comparing him to his compatriots across the league. Because what Aaron Judge is doing this year might be normal for him, but it is incredibly abnormal for everybody else who isn't Aaron Judge. And so I'm not looking at Aaron Judge through the context of what's he doing, based on what he has done in the past. I'm looking at what's Aaron Judge doing this year alongside his peers. And what he's doing is he's, as he's done in past years, just being flat out better than all of them.
Isn't there a stat in baseball, unlike other sports, which basically it should be your MVP determinant?
WAR,
which is WAR, and
yeah, I do not look at WAR that way. I look at WAR as a tool to help me organize things, but WAR includes things like trying to measure defense, and defensive metrics within the span of a single season are just wholly unreliable to me. Like, if I want to get a sense of how good a guy is defensively, I'll look at him over 3 years. But that's always been, to me, the greatest flaw of WAR, and it's gotten a little bit better as we've gotten better one-year defensive metrics. But even with those in play right now, I'm never going to be the guy who just votes a straight WAR ticket. If that's the case, then Kyle Schwarber's in 10th place in the National League this year, and I think Schwarber is number 2 in the NL MVP ballot right now behind Shohei Ohtani. And frankly, the only reason Ohtani's ahead of him is because he's got 50 innings of sub-3 ERA pitching.
But it is interesting, though, because when you look at it, because you're right, that makes sense. The defensive one is a tough one to measure. But there it is. Overall in the league, Aaron Judge 1, Cal Raleigh 5. Mm-hmm. I think they're the 2 tops in the AL. So it does work out in this case, but I hear what you're saying.
Jeff, if we could go macro then with the Yankees, because as I mentioned with what Toronto's going through this week, and Seattle is a team you're looking at. Houston only looks like it's the logo. I would think the Yankees would be more. Yankee fans would be more concerned about than it is the actual team. Yeah. Yes, Cleveland has really turned it up, but is the American League, these guys have been telling me all year that the road to the World Series for the Yankees is a much easier road because the American League is not nearly as strong as the National League. Is that the case? Do you look at it that way?
Yes, I think they're absolutely correct. I think the American League kind of stinks, to be honest. And the best teams, whether it is Philadelphia, Los Angeles, even Milwaukee, I think reside in the National League this year. Now, that doesn't preclude an American League team from winning because, for all we know, one of the American League teams, and I think Seattle, frankly, is probably at the top of the list because of the quality and depth of their starting pitching and their ability to go out and hit home runs. I think Seattle's the favorite right now, but I look at the Yankees, and if the Yankees made it back to the World Series, guys, it would not surprise me one bit. We've seen how hot this team can get and how good it can look. And the way that Max Fried has been unbelievable for this team. Like, I don't, Aaron Judge is the MVP, I think, of the American League. In an odd way, I think Max Fried might be MVP of the New York Yankees, just because when Garrett Cole went down, you needed Fried to stabilize that rotation. And that is precisely what he's done. Carlos Rodon's been really good. I don't know if they're going to go with Luis Gil, Cam Schlittler, whoever it is in that 3 spot. If they are in a wild card series, I think the Yankees are in a good position right now to succeed.
Did we lose Jeff? I'll reset. Hopefully we'll get him
still
back.
here.
He's
Okay,
there
he is.
We're talking to Jeff Passan.
He just finished his point.
All right, we're talking to all right. Talking to Jeff Passan here on Don Hahn and Rosenberg. Back to the Mets for a second. If this goes sideways and they don't make it, or even if they do, yeah, right. Well, look, everybody's telling me to be optimistic,
sideways.
right? So I threw the if in. That's optimistic for me. And they lose in the first round, or they make a run. Is Stearns going to see the forest through the trees and realize that there's still a lot more to be done here? And does he maybe at least cave a little on his philosophy about starting pitching, and that maybe he needs at least to spend some money on one guy, or at least kind of just open up to the possibility of paying more than he wants to for pitching?
The best executives have philosophies that are malleable. And I think if you look at where the Mets are right now, what their resources are, what they have the ability to do, I think it pains David Stearns the idea that he needs to move beyond this thing that worked in Milwaukee. But it was also a necessity in Milwaukee. When you are in charge of the New York Mets and you have by far the richest owner in baseball, and it's not just that Steve Cohen is rich, it's that Steve Cohen is willing to spend money on this team. When you have a guy like that at your disposal and funding your team, you need to be willing to go outside of your comfort zone and do things that might not be optimal, might not be optimized, might not be what the model tells you, might not be the right thing, quote unquote, to do, but is the thing that gets you closer to winning championships. And the Mets, this is going to sound weird for Mets fans who, over the last 3.5 months, have been in a perpetual state of pain. I think the Mets actually have a lot going for them right now. I was talking with a scout yesterday who was telling me that he has been looking at the Mets minor leaguers a lot this season, and that what they've got coming is going to be really good. Like what they've got at AA right now, it's not just the arms that they've promoted this year. And listen, 3 arms, the quality of Nolan McLean, Jonah Tong, and Brandon Sproat, you're going to get at least 1, maybe 2, and hopefully 3 rotation pieces out of that going forward. But it's Jet Williams, and it's Carson Bench, and it's A.J. Ewing, and it's the development that they've had, especially among their bats in the minor leagues this year. It's going to put the Mets really, really high up, I think, in terms of farm system rankings going into next season. Listen, I understand farm systems do not win championships, guys. So there needs to be a balance there between what's coming and what you've got now. But I do think the Mets are on the right track.
Yeah, because I was going to say that is just, while what you're saying is true, it still, as a fan, so depressing. Like if you were going to talk to me at the end of the Commanders year and go, hey, I know Daniels didn't play much and McLaurin was out and they did nothing, but they got some great draft picks next year. When you head into a season expecting results, it's still depressing when the upside is farm system next year.
But I disagree, right, Jeff? Like that actually gives you promise into next season.
But that wasn't what's supposed to be what this year was. This wasn't one of those years.
In Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong. In baseball, that's the greater currency, right? Prospects having a future where it's not too far down the line when you already have, especially if Soto, who's still very much in the early prime, and you've already seen these 3 pitches. Isn't that a better currency than A, not having that, and B, just, an also rent?
I mean, objectively, yes, but sports fandom is not an objective thing. It's an emotional thing, and all we care about is what's going on right now. So as good as the future looks, we've seen great futures in the past. Generation K was supposed to bring the Mets another championship. Instead, it just brought more pain. So I don't blame Mets fans right now if they heard that. I don't give a damn about what the future looks like because my present is depressing, has been so for months, and I just want it to end.
One more thing for me, Jeff. What were your thoughts of WrestlePalooza, ESPN's first foray into the WWE PLE business?
I enjoyed the spectacle. There were a couple of good matches. I wish that there were more than 5 matches on PLEs. Not gonna lie, man.
Listen, I said the same thing. Especially one that's called Palooza. I felt like what could have made it special was be like, hey, we normally do 5. We're doing like 11 or 12 for this one.
I am totally in agreement with you on that. I don't like watching Cena get squashed. Like that's not fun. And I understand you got to build up Brock Lesnar, the character, but I thought there were other ways that could have been handled. But Stephanie Vaquer is a gangster. I'm going to enjoy watching a long title reign there.
Yeah, she is awesome. I also feel you on the Cena thing. Like I don't know who that's for. The rumor came out this week that that was Cena's idea, was to just get crushed by Brock, and I'm like, hey, cool. Maybe I don't love John Cena book in the end here. I don't know that if that's the case. I don't know that that's what I want to see.
If I wanted to see heel Cena the whole time.
But even once it started, you still wanted to see it? Because once it started, I did not enjoy it as much as I thought I would.
Oh, see, I thought that it was tremendous. And I thought that the only reason that people didn't like it is because, again, it went against what their expectations were. But for me, in entertainment, subverting expectations, if not everything, is one of the main things you're trying to do.
All right, I got to get you on Cheap Heat soon because that is that is a unique opinion on the Cena heel turn that many do not have. Jeff, you're a jack of all trades.
That's okay.
We appreciate you.
You're a jobber, bro.
My pleasure, boys.
All right, later. Later, dude.
That's the great Jeff Passan. I love how thoughtful he is, even in argument and disagreement. He's so thoughtful with his answers, which is great. And
he echoed what you were saying at the top of the show, too, when it comes to the understanding the thought process of where Mets fans are right now with this team, talking about how right now it's depressing, and is what he said, I just want it to end. Like, that's literally how you feel right now, right, Don? So any talk of next year and prospects, you're not interested right now.
Yeah, because that's for after the season, but
But that's a lot. That's a reasonable hope. I mean, that's tangible hope.
No, but it's tangible hope long term. But as far as hope for the 25 season, when there was so much, not just at the start of the season, but on June 12th, when you're 21 games above 500, have a 5.5 game lead first place, and now we're sitting here on September 25th, holding on to a 1 game lead precariously, just trying to make the playoffs as the third wild card. Crazy. That guy Thursday. It's next on Hahn Rosenberg on ESPN New York.
Every NFL Thursday is your chance to hit the jackpot on FanDuel. Because with FanDuel's Thursday Touchdown Jackpot, you can win a share of $2 million in bonus bets each week. To get in on this Thursday's action, all you got to do is place an anytime touchdown scorer bet before the game kicks off. And if your player scores the first or last TD of the game, you'll win your bet plus a share of bonus bets. Just visit FanDuel.com/Peter to take a shot at the jackpot. That's FanDuel.com/Peter for your chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. 21 and over in physically present New York, opt-in required. Must apply profit boost token on select market. Prize pool to be split equally among all eligible participants who made the correct first or last TD pick. Bonus issued is not withdrawable bonus bets which expire 21 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com for all the gambling problem. Call 877-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees, and it should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee. Included with every tire purchase with paid installation, you'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's a limited lifetime tire guarantee only at Midas.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan. We are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
Shop great new offers at Bay Ridge Mazda. Lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5S for as low as $239 per month or finance for 2.9% APR for 36 months. They will take any trade-in and accept all lease returns, even if you didn't lease with them. Plus, enjoy Bay Ridge Plus benefits like ding and dent coverage, key replacement, windshield protection, and roadside assistance, all included. Visit them in Brooklyn or online at BayRidgeMazda.com. Bay Ridge Mazda, where confidence comes standard. See dealer for details.
Schweppes, the iconic ginger ale of New York, is proud to sponsor the PGA of America. Schweppes has a deep lineup of ginger flavors, including raspberry, white peach, dry grape, and also available in zero sugar. With every sip of Schweppes, the dedication to quality, excellence, and the art of tastefulness will leave you feeling simply refreshed. It's a hole-in-one for all your drinking occasions. Schweppes, a sparkling tradition since 1783, and the perfect way to elevate your summer. Swing by your local ShopRite and grab some Schweppes.
Well, to hit a home run, everything's got to line up perfectly, just like when you find the person you want to marry. When it's time to propose, well, do what I did. Visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers. From their beautiful 2 by London collection to custom designs for any budget, they make finding the perfect ring easy. Visit London Jewelers at any of their 6 locations and tell them I sent you for the Michael K. treatment. London Jewelers, getting it just right.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Not so great on the Grand Central westbound, heading over to the Triborough in Queens. Right after the BQE, a crash in the left lane. You're jammed there from City Field. Slowing you down on the BQE, that western leg packed, heading over to the Triborough. Best of it's the outbound George, looking good on the southbound Egan and Henry Hudson. Cross Bronx westbound, just slammed from the Bruckner through to underneath the apartments. If you're getting a jump start on the Yanks game tonight in the Bronx using the inbound George, stick with the lower deck. You're in pretty good shape. Upper level, about a 15 to 20 minute ride. Outbound Lincoln already about 20 to 30 minutes. Outbound Hone at least a half hour. This report is sponsored by ParkWiz. New Yorkers know the hacks, and here's one for parking. Reserve ahead and pay up to 50% less than drive-up rates. With ParkWiz, you could book your parking in advance, skip the hassle of searching, and save every time. Download the ParkWiz app today. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. We all turn to some funny places for support, but not everyone is a therapist. Not everyone is the one. Find your right match with BetterHelp. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences, and their 10-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means they typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from their tailored recs. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, switch therapists at any time. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/timeout. That's betterhelp.com/timeout.
We all have that one friend.
I'm talking about the yo-yos who set themselves on fire and bathe in pork and beans.
Or know that one person.
I'm here with my family.
Who can't help but be.
He's not cool. His voice is weird. He's kind of a dork. His brother's a tool. His girlfriend's annoying.
That guy.
I didn't know it was banner night. We won't be out for that.
It's time for That Guy Thursday.
Hey guys, anyone want to play some ball?
With Don, Hahn Rosenberg.
He's just being that guy.
It's the best open we have.
Well, that guy
Fantastic.
Thursday is essentially what, it can be for callers, 800-919-3776. You want to call out somebody in your life that you thought was being that guy. It happens in everyday life. It happens in sports quite a bit. And we have a candidate for today's show that I think we can all agree. So we know that the Blue Jays are another one of these teams that's in a bit of a tailspin right now as they are seeing their division lead, which I believe at one point was 6.5 games over the Yankees,
Yes.
correct? And now that is completely evaporated. 2 nights ago, the Blue Jays were in another tight game, and Springer hit a ball that when you watch it, it probably was a fair ball. But the umpire called it foul. and obviously took away what could have been a run-scoring double, I believe. Springer then ends up striking out. Now he's furious. Goes to the dugout. There's some argument going on about it. There was no, you can't challenge it, and there's no replay at all. But replays, if you watch it close enough, show you that it should have been a hit.
Yes.
So the cameras are on Springer in the dugout, and he's clearly unhappy. And you give credit, of course, to John Boy. This is what they do. They do a lot of lip reading. And on social media, there was a video put out of Springer. And when you watch his lips and you see the audio with it, he appears to say towards the umpires, if they want New York to win, just tell me and give it to them already. Then he goes on to say, how do you miss that? He was very mad at the call. But the fact that the first thing on his mind is that there's a conspiracy by Major League Baseball, and it's umpires, by the way, to make sure Toronto doesn't win so the Yankees can win the division, is a very bizarre thing, in my opinion, but be the first thing to come to his mind. He's had a great season. He's been really good, a good bounce-back season for him. But he's kind of being that guy there. He often is that guy, but you love having him on your team. But for him, that's the first thing that came to your mind, Don, Peter? Mm-hmm. If they want New York to win, just tell me. You really, you can be mad about the call. You can be mad they wouldn't review it. You can be mad about all those things. But the first thing that comes to mind is that tells you in that clubhouse, they feel it. They feel the Yankees on their tails.
But also, it's just so lame. Honestly, I don't know what Major League Baseball is going to do about it if they can prove that that's what he said, because it's the lip reading. You could tell that's what he said.
Oh, you could tell.
But if anybody ever said, if he said that in a post-game press conference, it's finable, if not suspendable, because now you're messing with the integrity of the league. Right? Somebody in the game is claiming that the fix is in.
Yeah.
All right. And it's just so lame, and it's so typical. As much as I love Toronto, love Canada, it's
we love being Canadian.
It's the tenor of that whole franchise going back to the 90s. Remember when the Canadian flag was upside down for the anthem? I forget, it was the Braves series or the Phillies series. They always feel like they're disrespected. They always feel like Major League Baseball doesn't want them to win because they won't get any ratings because it's Canada and it's Toronto. It's just the way they always go about it. The Leafs go through the same thing, too. The league hates us. They hate the Canadian teams. Bettman doesn't want Canadian teams to win. It's the same garbage we hear all the time. It's an excuse, man. It's so lame. You're right, because you're feeling it. Instead of looking in the mirror and how you're playing. Yeah, it was a bad call. Rip the umpire all you want. I'm all for that. But when the first thing out of your mouth is you think the fix is in, it just tells me you have this colossal inferiority complex that you think going in, because you're Toronto, because you're the Blue Jays, that the league is going to try to fix it for you not to win. And not the fact that maybe you've gone 30 years without winning because you don't have the stomach for it. You've had some good teams. You got some good players. But you're feeling it, and the first thing is, instead of blaming yourself and pointing yourself or looking in the mirror, it's, the fix is in. And you'll get people up in Toronto to believe that. You'll get the conspiracy theorists to say, well, listen, he probably knows they don't want the Blue Jays. And it makes sense.
Well, it's the same conspiracy about Aaron Judge we just heard earlier in the show, right? They're not pitching him the same way they're pitching Cal Raleigh. Fans hang on to this stuff. But that's fans. And fans, I think, they're obligated to do these things because you want to find a reason your team isn't winning. You don't want to think my team's not good enough. They've lost 6 of the last 7 games. They lost to the Rays. They got swept by the Royals. They're on the verge of getting swept by the Red Sox. They are in a tailspin. And his first thought is, you want the Yankees to get the division? That's the first. He's letting you know they are in their heads.
I know. They're feeling it.
It's a bad look, man.
But listen, I don't want to, in every line of business, but like our business, there are guys that didn't make it. They couldn't, they wanted to make it, they couldn't make it. And instead of saying, I guess I just wasn't good enough, this one didn't like me, or this one had it in for me back in instead of just saying, well, maybe I just wasn't good enough. Like, that's always, I think, the losers, the losers lament. Like, instead of saying, maybe I just wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Maybe I needed to try a little harder.
So,
and so that it
he's
really
that
bothers me.
Right.
He's got to be that guy.
He's that guy today. Anybody else?
Oh, there are plenty of guys. You kidding me?
Go ahead.
Huh?
I went to when I was in Los Angeles yesterday.
Yeah.
I had a brief period of like 2 hours between finishing up what I was doing and going to the airport. And my wife and I, we don't think we're ready to get back into the small dog game again, but we saw there had been these Malteses that were rescued from Oklahoma. They found some terrible breeder, and there was like 400 Malteses that were available. Malteses are often hard to adopt. So we ended up looking. We applied for one. We didn't get it. But by the end, we were like, oh, maybe we are ready now. Because, once you then try, you kind of start getting. When we did it, we were like, are we even ready to do this? I don't know if we're ready to do it. Let's do it. And then when we found out she wasn't available, we were like, oh, that kind of hurts. So I stopped by the place. They did not have any of the Malteses actually there. They were all in foster homes anyway, but I saw some other dogs. But the point is this. I, more than anyone, truly believe that when you're adopting a dog, the kind of home they're going to, the situation is important. You should not treat giving someone a dog. If you run a dog rescue, you care deeply about animals. So you're obviously going to want the people who are applying to adopt the animals, to go through some level of a process.
North Shore Animal League puts you through a process.
So, and I love North Shore Animal League.
Yes.
I've worked with them a lot. They're great. Well, I went to this place yesterday in L.A., and they're doing a great job. I just wanted to see the dogs. I told them, I said, listen, it's unlikely that I'm going to find a love connection today. And even if I do, my wife's going to have to fly out and interview also. This is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm here. I just wanted to see if before they would even let me, guys, look at a dog. What's your favorite color? How much did you weigh? Have you ever watched pornography? What's your middle name? What'd you think of the Sopranos finale? Did you ever play the game Contra? The amount of questions they were asking me, none of those questions were real, you psychos. Everyone's staring at me like they happened. They were not real. But the point is, it was an endless list of questions. Guys, can I just at least see the dogs? Then we can, after that, run the battery on me. I'm down for it. But they had me just standing around waiting. It was a little psychotic. And that's as someone who believes you still need to go through the process before it happens. But
feels like nature was telling you, not time.
Either nature or just the weird lady who was at the desk at the place.
Well,
but
she represented nature.
Or maybe she was just that guy.
Maybe she was.
Because maybe it could have been like, hey, you know what? We understand you have limited time. Why don't you meet some dogs? And if anything strikes you afterwards, we'll sit down and have ourselves a chat. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was just very intense.
I just don't want to scare people off from wanting to get animals.
Adopting dogs.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because, what happens to these dogs when they don't get adopted?
Well, this was, thank God, this was a no-kill shelter,
Okay.
right?
But that's...
And by the way, and it's really important, my friend who I was with was like, why is this so intense? And I went, well, think about it. They saved these dogs' lives. They're not going to then hand them off to someone who's not going to take good care of them.
Right.
I truly believe in that. But we could have the talk. Do you have a dog here? Are there any dogs here? That's the funniest part, too. I walked in. At least let me walk through the dogs so I see the dogs are there. And then we have you might not even know that dogs exist in this place. And then I saw them, and God, they're all, I really wanted to adopt every single one of them. They were all wonderful, but alas, not yet. Bear is still an only doggy for this moment.
But at least you started the process,
That's
making that move.
Although, you know what I realized, guys? Apparently with these small dogs, some of the places you adopt are going to be very particular about us having a young child, because young children can be dangerous to small dogs. If you're not a super observant parent, like you have to be a super observant parent when you have a small dog.
Yeah, of course.
But the bond that could be formed,
I know
how important that is, I think should outweigh the possibility of the child
treating it
hurting
like it's
the dog.
Well, again,
if you
or just
vet
do your
the
job.
parents to know, listen, I'm never going to leave the child alone, so I don't have to worry about the dog being in any kind of trouble. Because if I'm allowing the dog to babysit my 3-month-old,
then you've got problems.
Then the kid should be taken away, never mind the dog.
Exactly. Again, I get the concern, but every parent's different, so you just got to be mindful when you do these things. By the way, I hadn't seen the video of, speaking of, I don't know if this fits for that guy, but I hadn't seen the video of David Fry getting smashed
that was
in the
tough
face.
And and the effect that it had on schoolboy.
Yeah.
He couldn't. He couldn't
took
continue.
His immediate reaction was like he just took his hat off. He didn't want to look.
No, it was awful.
Well, I mean, is David Fry okay?
I believe there was an update.
It's too soon for me I can't place him on that guy. It's too soon.
No,
but that is very rare.
There was an update on him. I saw it just recently.
God, can you imagine guys in a baseball game turning around and squaring up fully to a pitch that fast and just hoping that you put your bat on the ball?
No, it's really scary, man. Real scary. So I got one. I guess it's towards Major League Baseball.
Facial fractures out 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks. But that was it? I mean, all things considered,
all
I
things
guess it could have been
considered,
worse.
pretty freaking amazing.
Andrew Marchand's reporting from The Athletic that Netflix, who will have a baseball package next year, is going to air Giants-Yankees opening day as an exclusive.
Okay.
So
we just have to get used to it.
So just like last year or this year where ESPN took the opener,
right?
Netflix is taking the opener.
And by the way, it's always going to be the Yankees.
So not only is it on national television and taken from Yes, it'll also be no Michael Kay and whoever is going to be announcing that first series against San Francisco to open the year. And again, it's not a big deal. Netflix is a partner. And let's face it, Major League Baseball doesn't have like a lot of attractive things to offer national television. Like opening day is something probably Netflix. I'm paying. I think it was like, what are they paying? Like $550 million for the rights. I want Giants have a huge fan base. Yankees obviously have a huge fan base. I want to get the opener. I want people to know that it's on Netflix. But I know Yankee fans are going to get apoplectic hearing this because not only is their game not going to be on locally, the first game of the season, who knows? They might be raising a banner that day. Where is that game? Is that game home? I didn't even look. I shouldn't even have said that. Is it? Because I haven't even looked, Anthony. Is a Yankee game or Giant game? Is that in San Francisco or New York? Because it just came down. I'm reading this story.
In San Francisco.
Okay, so it doesn't matter as far as banner
Oracle
raising
Park
is concerned. So that doesn't matter. And it's not the home opener, but Yankee fans are still going to get ticked off. They're not going to get their local announcer on opening day. And, oh, by the way, it's going to be another app. But Netflix is an app that everybody has.
That one is more manageable.
So Netflix and Prime feel a little bit more of it's become more and more into what people do on a regular basis.
Yeah, it's just
it's all the other stuff that you get now, which again, the NBA is going to go through this and NFL's going through it, where it's all of the networks streaming services that you got it now. This one's on Peacock. Is that what this one's on? This one's on Paramount. Where's this game? That's the ones where you really start fumbling around. But I think at this point, Netflix and Prime feel like, if 2, 4, 5, 7, then it's Netflix and Prime.
And you can't say, and they're going to be like, well, make it available on Yes as well. Well, no, that defeats the purpose. Yeah. Netflix is like, you're going to take 80% of my audience. Because they know that Giant fans and Yankee fans are going to watch Netflix. They want that, so they're not going to do – the NFL is so monstrous, they can offer ESPN games and Amazon games to the local market because they know people are still going to watch even though –
outside of the market.
They take outside the market, but that's not going to happen in baseball.
And we've learned in New York that a lot of fans prefer to watch the national broadcast over the local broadcast. But I don't know about opening night. Or opening day.
You mentioned that to me.
That's a thing, man.
I want to push back on that when we come back. 1-800-919-3776. Your phone calls. 1-800-919-3776. More phone calls take you up until 6, 7 o'clock. And then it's Mets baseball here on ESPN New York.
On the basketball court, the soccer pitch, or even the golf course, your crew brings their best not just for the win, but for that post-game celebration. When victory tastes like Michelob Ultra, it's worth every drop of sweat. And if you don't win, you'll still get the beer. It's just on you. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes.
How do I even know if my heart is
work stress affected?
It's time to up my cardio.
If my mom has something,
how will I find out?
It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
There's a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Get 1.9% financing on a new Mazda 2025 CX-50 or lease for $249 for 33 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely, choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN SN 354688. MSRP $32,945. Zero security deposit. APR $17.48 per $1,000 finance. Ends 9/30/25.
This Ryder Cup, Midtown Manhattan becomes golf's biggest stage. Ryder Cup Live at Rockefeller Center transforms the heart of New York City into an epic fan zone, complete with massive video boards, interactive golf challenges, themed cocktails, and official Ryder Cup gear. From Thursday through Sunday, rally with fellow fans, feel the energy of every match, and celebrate golf's greatest rivalry in the city that never sleeps. Ryder Cup Live at Rockefeller Center, where the Ryder Cup meets New York. To learn more, visit RyderCup.com.
You matter, and so does your well-being. If you're facing tough moments, struggling with anxiety, depression, thoughts of suicide, or substance use, help is here anytime you need it. Call, text, or chat 988 for free confidential support. New Jersey's 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here 24/7 for you or someone you love, with trained counselors who listen and care without judgment. You matter. Remember New Jersey's 988. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York. From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damien Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Reddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
Golf's greatest rivalry tees off at Bethpage Black, and the guys are going to bring you all the action, energy, and passion straight from the course. Dobes DiPietro and Rothenberg tomorrow morning only on ESPN New York, brought to you by Michelob Ultra. No matter what you're playing for, make it superior with Michelob Ultra. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, a superior taste worth playing for. Official beer sponsor of the Ryder Cup. You mentioned it just in the last break, and you said something to me before we even went on the air about people locally will watch the national broadcast. Expand on that.
Well, I'm saying it not – I have to be clear. season opener, especially, for the Yankees, you are trained to go to yes. So I don't necessarily think it's the case in this one, but a lot of times, side by side, the National actually wins in New York.
Which only, I believe, happens in the NBA.
And the NHL.
Rarely.
Now we don't get a lot of side-by-sides in any other sport, obviously. You don't get it in football. So we don't get to see it, but there is something about the national broadcast which a lot of viewers are interested to see what are the national guys saying about my team. And that's why they'll go there rather than the regional sports network. So I don't know if on opening night that would happen. I probably would guess it wouldn't, especially because it's a streaming service. It's Netflix. If it was going to be the game was on ESPN and also side by side, but yes, I think a lot of times in certain sports you're trained to know this is a national game. You go to the national broadcast. You assume it's not on the local. So that's what, like, to me, a side by side with Netflix. Because it's a streaming service versus cable, I don't know if it would be the same thing, but I do. The sense I get now, I could be corrected, but I've seen it, NBA and NHL. The majority of New York viewers, if they know it's on both, will watch the National.
But here's why I disagree. Number one, it just seems like all the New Yorkers hate watching the National because they think the National's biased, right? And Joe Buck hates the Yankees. Back in the day, it was, Morgan hates the Yankees.
Joe Morgan.
It always just seems like that.
Well,
that's
there's also
not
just
the
the
case.
basic they don't know. They're talking about things that are generic.
Right,
we don't care.
But
the
is there a
feedback-
curiosity? But for the rating standpoint, I'm sure you're basing it off of the NBA. When there's
Well,
a
it's the only evidence we have.
Right, but in the side-by-side, when the Knicks are on national TV, let's say if they're on ESPN, because it wouldn't be a side-by-side with ABC. So if it's on ESPN and also on MSG, there's a possibility that the ESPN might be Breen.
Yes.
And the Knick fan might watch ESPN because it's Breen.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so is that they'd prefer the national cast, or hey, it's Mike Breen?
Well, no, because there's also everything leading up to it. There's the there's all the other stuff that goes on with it, right?
I do think there's a curiosity to see what they're saying.
That's why I brought it up.
They want the option.
The feedback was, I'm curious to see what they say about my team nationally, and they want to hear that. There's something different about it when it's your team being talked about.
I feel like when I hear from fans, and when I was doing Rangers and the Rangers would be on TNT, which is funny, they'd get Kenny, so it still felt like the Rangers. But whenever they were on national television, they were pissed off because they didn't get Sam. They wanted Sam, especially towards the end because there was only a few games with Sam.
I get it.
I think Knick fans want Breen. I think Yankee fans want Kay. I think Met fans want Cohen. I just think that's the way they feel more comfortable. You know, football, we don't have that luxury because we always get national guys.
I always believe this, Don. There's a reason why I'm telling you this. This is not coming out of my ass. I'm telling you. I used to ask this question all the time is because I'd see the numbers and I'd say, why? Why would and a lot of them, Mike Breen was doing the Golden State game. He wasn't doing the Knick game. And I would say, like, why does that game get a better rating than the broadcast? If Knick fans all hate the fact that the national broadcast never says anything nice about your team, and they all the response I would get time and time again was, "Well, I just like to hear what the national guys say about my
watch
team."
Maybe even because maybe they're
I don't
hoping,
know.
Getting
so
ammunition.
Would it
for
be different in baseball? I think it would be because it's streaming versus cable. You wouldn't want to sit on Netflix if you could watch it on Yes.
I just wonder because when I was a kid, I'd love when the Mets were on NBC.
No, it's exciting to see what they say on the national
There was
broadcast.
something about like just how my team
big.
must be important.
Yep.
I got Graggiola and Vince Scully calling my game. Didn't get caught up in it as much. But now the feedback I always hear is that they don't like it. And I would also wonder from an NBA standpoint, when the Knicks, and when we say side by side, meaning MSG and the National have it at the same time.
Right.
There wasn't an exclusive to the network. I would say the overwhelming majority of the time that happens, you weren't getting Breen on MSG. Because if it was a Wednesday and it's Breen's somewhere.
Probably.
So if you're not getting Breen, I could see somebody saying, I'm going to watch, even if it's not Breen calling it nationally, like no offense to Kenny or I guess Tyler's going to be doing TV this year.
Tyler Murray.
If I'm not getting Breen, so I might as well go check out the Nationals. I think if there's no way you can convince me that if I'm getting Breen on Knicks, on MSG, that I'm going to miss him and go watch TNT or ESPN.
I'm telling you what the numbers say.
And
then I would talk about this on my shows.
It's weird.
That's the feedback I would get when I would ask. I would ask it on my shows because I was curious.
But I do think when it comes to TNT, people they'd want to hear what they're saying on inside at halftime before. I mean, you're curious, like you said, to hear what the national voices say about your local team.
Inside the NBA, I could understand that.
Right.
But the broadcast is stuff, especially with TNT, it's Reggie Miller.
Who wants to hear Reggie Miller during a Knicks broadcast, for God's sake?
But
once they're already there, if they go check out, you know how it is.
It's weird. But listen, you got the numbers, but the reaction I get from fans is they'd rather get the local than the national. 1-800-919-3776. Tons of calls to get to on the baseball. Plus, Stephen A. Smith's got me red hot.
Oh.
Don Hahn and Rosenberg on ESPN New York.
Yeah.
Shop great new offers at Bay Ridge Mazda. Lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5S for as low as $239 per month or finance for 2.9% APR for 36 months. They will take any trade-in and accept all lease returns, even if you didn't lease with them. Plus, enjoy Bay Ridge Plus benefits like ding and dent coverage, key replacement, windshield protection, and roadside assistance, all included. Visit them in Brooklyn or online at BayRidgeMazda.com. Bay Ridge Mazda, where confidence comes standard. See dealer for details.
Don't take slow for an answer. Not so easy when you're stuck in traffic. But mere inches from someone else's bumper, you can dream of faster things. Like Optimum Fiber, the fastest and most reliable fiber internet, starting at $40 a month. So while you can't always switch lanes for a faster route, you can switch providers for a faster connection. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/fiber today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks, guys. No relief on the Grand Central westbound, heading over to the Triborough in Queens. Still have a crash right after the BQE, blocking the two left lanes. You're crawling from Citi Field, slowing you down on the BQE western leg, heading over to the Triborough. Packed there from Queens Boulevard. Westbound BQE in Brooklyn, jammed heading over to the Brooklyn Bridge. Car fire being worked on by Fulton Street. You're solid there from the Kosciuszko. Heading over to the Yanks game tonight in the Bronx. Deegan northbound, packed approaching the stadium with the volume for the outbound George. Solid ride from the Triborough and the Bruckner. Inbound George, really not too bad, just about 10 to 15 for the upper deck. Outbound Lincoln will run you 30 to 40. Outbound Holland 45 plus. This report is sponsored by ParkWiz. New Yorkers know the hacks, and here's one for parking. Reserve ahead and pay up to 50% less than drive-up rates. With ParkWiz, you can book your parking in advance, skip the hassle of searching, and save every time. Download the ParkWiz app today. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit. On game day, great prep makes all the difference. Same goes for your pizza. That's why I go with Frigidaire Stone-Baked Pizza Oven. Fresh pizzas go from dough to done in just 2 minutes.
Whether you're throwing a party or squeezing in dinner between plays, this oven delivers hot, crispy, restaurant-quality pizza right from your kitchen. Only from Frigidaire. Game-ready pizza. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos. Fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Put it in the box! This is your radio home for New York Mets baseball. 880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
Game time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, boys,
it's Tully time.
It's Tully time.
Mets close out their series with the Cubs. Coverage immediately following us on 880 at 7 o'clock. Yankees and White Sox at 7:05. Rangers Islanders preseason action at 7. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during tonight's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Reds won 2-1 over the Pirates, so they are now a half game back of the Mets. So if the Mets lose today, the Reds slide back into that third wild card spot with 3 to play. So the pressure will be on the Mets. And go check it out wherever you get your highlights. Marte steals a home run from Reynolds with 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning that would have tied the game at 2. It was a legit home run brought back. Great catch. So the Reds win, so the Mets have to win. Diamondbacks are getting blown out by the Dodgers, so they get a break there. But if the Mets do not win tonight, they will go into the last 3 games of the season not a playoff team.
Where was that game? The Reds Pirates. Is that
Cincinnati?
Where was the crowd? Did you see the crowd?
Well, it was a day game.
Stop it.
Wait a minute. Wait.
You can't say that.
Your team is trying to make an epic.
I understand, but first of all, the team's 2 games above 500.
Doesn't matter. You know that what matters right now is getting to the.
All right, wait. I would like to defend the fans for a second.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm with you.
It looked like it was half full. All right.
Did it?
But it's a
Looked
day
half
game.
empty to me.
It's a day game. It's school's open. So, yeah, you'd like to see everybody just pull the kids out of school. Let's go. It's Reds Pirates. I get what you're saying. I'm not shocked.
Okay.
Are you, Peter?
Not shocked at all. 2 games over 500, even competing for a playoff spot. Let me ask you, unless your team was doing magical things, are you randomly pulling your kids out of school on a Thursday to go to a?
It's I don't know. It seemed.
Was it a 1 o'clock first pitch?
Well, yeah, at the same time, yeah.
So I mean, who's doing that?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
My parents would sooner kill me than take me out of school for a ball game.
But it's you think there would be?
When have they been good?
Think City Field and Yankee Stadium?
I think
would
you'd
be
have.
sold out. No, it wouldn't be half full.
Sold out, more than likely not. But I do think you'd have if you had it. Like, remember, they stayed in it, right?
Yeah.
And now they've got a chance in the final week of the season.
And it is the last home game of the year.
There's not some kind of excitement brewing around the town about this team. There's nothing.
Know.
I know. I know they're not. I know the record's not great. The 3 games over 500, but it's still something. I'm a little surprised by.
Listen,
the crowd. Like, look.
I know, but behind home plate, it looked like it was pretty full.
Yeah,
I'd like to see.
Let me get the number.
What the number is?
I'll tell you. Meanwhile, Arizona's getting smoked by the Dodgers. 8-0 middle of the 5th.
But Mets got to win games. But if they win, they'll maintain the 1-game lead going to Florida. And the Panthers, the Florida Marlins have always been, or the Miami Marlins now, a thorn in the Mets' side.
What we got for attendance? Let me see.
Got it.
I'm not quite sure where they'd put it.
Usually at the bottom of the box score, but maybe Major League Baseball doesn't do that anymore. I know they used to always do that in the paper.
Oh, the paper.
Remember the paper?
I'm going to get the paper. Get the paper.
Well, Goodfellas reference. That's nice.
That's something there for you.
Reds Pirates.
The great Brewers Pirates game.
Yeah, well,
Reds.
Chargers.
Ram.
What's Charger now?
Should we just punt?
Am I crazy?
No, we're going to punt.
We're going to know. Sometimes got to pull back and punt.
There's nothing.
24,249.
24.
Bottom left corner on the ESPN box score.
24. That's not bad.
That's not bad for a day
2
game.
games over 500.
And remember, you're not
Thursday.
clinching anything. Even if you win the game as they did in dramatic fashion, it's not like if that was to clinch a playoff spot, but it didn't determine anything.
Oh, damn it.
What happened?
I'm late for that guy Thursday.
What happened?
Adam
So
Schefter.
am I, by the way.
Adam Schefter tweeting 44 minutes ago.
Uh-oh.
Former NFL MVP Sean Alexander revealed today on Up and Adam's show that he and his wife are expecting their 14th child.
Well, he can afford it, right?
Can the world?
Well, I don't want to get into it deep. It's a lot for me.
It's just
I've got 2, and I don't know what I do with another 12.
It's the definition of that guy. I don't care how much fun you think it is and how much you love family.
Oh, it's fun.
It's the most self-important. It's the most self-important thing on earth to do.
What is that?
Having 14 children.
Be fruitful and multiply.
By the way, I bet there was a ... But let's be reasonable.
Was there? They threw an ellipsis in the Bible.
I think he knew. I think even if you'd ask God, what do you think about 14? He'd be like, what are you, nuts? I said,
Don used to
5.
Don used to reference that in previous centuries you'd have 14 because you'd hope at least half of them would make it.
Right, that's it. You were going for 50%.
Or you just needed a lot of people to work in the field, so the more kids you had, the more help
the more work you're getting for your business.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot.
14.
I mean,
I can't judge another.
Come on, I can't. Well, that's the difference.
He
here I
laughed
am.
at the premise of the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch wasn't even halfway there.
Well, he's watching and he's going, this is stupid.
But the
Brady Bunch,
they didn't even make it with each other.
No, they had 3 kids.
No,
they were normal
they brought it
people
together.
who came together.
I got to see because was it Cheaper by the Dozen? That was 12.
Yep.
All right, it's a movie. I don't know if you know. It's back in the 60s.
Well, Natalie's a fan of the Disney version with Steve Martin.
Steve Martin, yeah.
Again, a remake because we've completely run out of ideas.
That was,
that was
30
in the
years ago.
80s.
Don, the remake was 30 years ago.
Because but we still ran out of ideas.
Well, some things are good concepts, though.
Well, they were, but the better movie, without even having seen the
you
original.
haven't seen the next one.
It's Henry Fonda and Lucille Ball.
Very strong, but
Okay,
Steve Martin
that's
is
strong.
Steve Martin, for God's sake.
I
Go ahead.
get it. I love Steve
They don't
Martin,
give these
but
jobs
don't
to
make it
chimps.
seem like everything he made was pure gold.
Okay.
Come on, let's be honest.
I know, but you can't poo-poo a movie you've never seen before. I'm not going to poo-poo
I'm
the
just
original.
telling you, I'm going to stick with the original.
All right, okay.
And
It's the same
I'll
concept.
be that guy. It's Thursday. I could be that guy.
I think it's conceptually
But that
the
was
same.
a movie. They said it a movie. Just be a wacky, kooky.
To be silly.
12
was silly. 12.
Still too shy of Sean Alexander.
And by the way, and the original was what? In the 60s?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say 67.
So in 1967, when people didn't know what the hell they were doing, 12 was still outrageous. And they spit at that.
But even
14.
that was the Brady Bunch premise of
Which came
my
a few
kids
years
and
later.
your kids.
Yeah.
Second marriage, let's bring
Yeah.
them together.
Oh, that's what it was?
That's
Yeah, it
what
wasn't like
blended.
Lucille Ball had 12 kids.
Right, blended family.
Oh, in the Steve Martin one, it's not blended.
It's not.
No. They had like a few, and then there's a gap, and then there's like two sets of twins, and like it ends up being
They just got away
12.
from him.
Got away from him. He's a football coach. Is Henry Fonda a football coach?
No, he's in the military. No, I don't want to confuse it. I think he's in the government work.
Steve Martin's a football coach. Fun, cute little movie. It's the concept of 12. I mean, listen, I see John Winthrop every day, and I just stare at him, and he doesn't know that I'm thinking this. I just go, what are you doing? How are you doing this right now?
Well, I mean,
he's been changing
I don't wanna-
diapers.
If you don't know how.
Well, no, I understand how to get there.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it would work for me, but I appreciate the effort. But I'm just saying, he's been changing diapers, I think, for like 12 years.
Yeah.
Basically, something like that.
Yeah. Well,
People just are. I guess it gets.
Teach their
Does it
own,
get easier?
Peter.
Does it get easier? It must get easier.
Well,
the first one absorbs so much time that maybe as you add on, it starts. You
Well,
gotta
the
get
joke,
easier.
and I don't know because we had them both at the same time, but the old adage is that like by the second or third kid they're juggling knives. You don't. It's not that you don't care. It's like you
Can
you can
confirm.
handle that. Yeah. So
Can't confirm. Okay.
But the problems as they get older become different. So it's never easy. You never get out of it.
By the way, that's the part to me that seems really challenging. We're thinking about it as kids, right? And this is serious. I get it. But I'm going to be that guy. It's Thursday. To be serious for a moment, though, when they get to teenage and 20s, having to care and worry about that many people just making it in life mentally.
Yeah, you got to shut it off,
That's just
right? You
hard,
just can't.
man. That's a whole community you're worried about. I hope they do all right. That's like a teacher worrying about her class. It's just a lot to worry about, man. And odds are, let's just be real, 14, something's not working out. It can't. The numbers tell you 14 people aren't all happy and healthy. It does not happen. Sean Alexander, my God.
No, listen.
Hell of a career, though. It was a short run.
It's easy for
him.
his
His NFL career pales to his, bed career. What he's done after his time on the field.
Prolific.
I mean, he's prolific.
Yeah.
Right, he's a what tier running back is Sean Alexander all time? 2? Top of 3?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Father, procreator,
though?
conceiver,
Tier 1.
Yeah, oh,
Tier 1.
He's He's at the table, right?
Oh, he's at the table, all right.
Procreation table. He's at 1. All right, let me get some calls. 1-800-919-3776. Damien Woody's going to be joining us coming up at the bottom of the hour.
Talk football.
I want to be able to carve out some time for the me being aggravated at Stephen A. Smith.
I have no idea what that's about.
That's
so
good.
I'm very curious.
You don't want to do that here?
You teased it.
I mean, it is a very interesting topic, and your response.
Yeah, let's get it in before Damien.
And then we'll get the calls. Give us this quick, and then we'll talk to the people.
All right, this is Stephen A. Smith on First Take yesterday. Because it goes off the rails when Russo is there. Talking about, is Russell Wilson a Hall of Famer? And he brings up Eli.
Here's what I said yesterday to three football minds I have profound reverence and respect for. Here's the deal. They asked about Russell Wilson, and all I was saying is that Eli Manning was denied that first ballot Hall of Fame slot. You're going to look at what happens to him, because if he gets in, you can't keep Russell Wilson out. That's what I was saying. Here's where I was coming from. Eli Manning does have 2 Super Bowl rings. He played 17 years in the NFL. He had a winning season 7 times. Okay, that's number one. 7 out of 17. Number 2, when you look at his record, is a career 500, 117 and 117. Russell Wilson is 41 games over 500. The first 9 years of his career, he had a winning record. He went to as many Super Bowl appearances and won a chip. When I look at the totality of his resume, I'm saying if you put Eli in, there's no way you can keep him out. That's all I was saying. If you're going to put Eli Manning in as a 500 record quarterback, okay, with 10 non-winning seasons out of 17, how are you going to ignore a Super Bowl champion who had 9 consecutive winning seasons to start off his career, who's 41 games over 500 as a starting quarterback? How can you leave him out?
Now, I don't have a problem.
Wait, what's the problem?
I don't have a problem with saying that if Eli Manning's in, Russell Wilson says, I got no problem putting Russell Wilson in the Hall of Fame.
Sure,
all right, so I have no problem with that.
Okay.
But again, going after Eli because of his record, as if he's a starting pitcher. Have we not learned anything from the Giants post Eli Manning? That maybe it wasn't Eli losing those games. It was just bad coaching, bad offensive line, just bad organization? Because the first 9 years of Eli's career, his only losing season was the 1-6 in his rookie year. Otherwise, he was, and then the 1-500 in 2009. So 7 of his first 9 were winning seasons, and only 1 of his first 9 were under 500 was when he was a rookie. All right? And he won. And any time you've got to say, in any argument, if you take out, you automatically lose. You're done. You just took a knee. Because we don't remove the 2 Super Bowls. They're there. Right?
Yeah, how can you remove them?
But if you're using, if you take away, if you take away, if I made Judge a left-handed, but if Judge batted left-handed, he wouldn't be the best player in baseball. But no, he bats right-handed. So why are you bringing that argument
By the
up?
way, if you take away Russell Wilson's Super Bowl, you're not talking about him in the Hall of Fame.
Well, can I also add this? His first 9 seasons in Seattle, yes. There was an epic team, and they had a great record.
By the way, and an epic defense. An impossible home field advantage.
An all-time defense. His last 5 seasons, which include his final year in Seattle, then obviously Denver, Pittsburgh, and Giants. So 3 franchises that said, we're good.
We're all set.
4 franchises that eventually
4 said we're all set.
We're all set. His record in the last 5 seasons, including this one, is 23-35.
Not fantastic.
12 games under 500. So everything he did was early in his career on one of the all-time great teams that had one of the all-time great defenses since then. So just because with Eli, there were pockets in his career with the Giants where they did not have good records, and then towards the end it was a disaster, he stayed with one franchise. They never said, we're done, we're all set, we're moving on from you.
No, in
never
fact,
did that. He stayed with one franchise, and he had to endure through rebuilds and then incompetency. Whereas Russ had a great, and when they had their run and they were done, it fell off because he couldn't carry them. He couldn't be the one to maintain the standard like a lot of the great quarterbacks can do. He didn't. And he's 12 games under 500 over 5 years. So, I don't understand. Yes, should Russell Wilson be a Hall of Famer? That'll be decided. He has a Super Bowl ring. He got to another Super Bowl. So, and they really should have won 2. But 12 games under 500 in his last 5 seasons doesn't start inspiring, wow, this guy's had a great career. He had a great start to his career on one of the all-time great teams. But let's not start
great
going,
head coach,
take this
great
out,
running back,
take that out. No.
Great receivers, great defense. So many, by the way, maybe better in every way than the Giants, except for coach. I'll put Carroll and Coughlin as a scratch.
Okay.
2 great coaches.
Okay.
Right.
But besides that, I'd give the Seahawks everything else.
And also, hand the ball off, and he's got 2 rings.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Then he almost had 2.
So I have no problem with the comparison. But just the whole Eli only had a 500 record. It started to go to hell the last 2 years with Coughlin, 6-10. But the last year of Coughlin, 6-10, Eli threw for almost 4,500 yards, 35 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, went to the Pro Bowl. Then in the first year with McAdoo, they go to the playoffs, goes 11-5. Second year of McAdoo, 3-12, and that was the year they benched him.
Yeah.
The one game, right? So he didn't get the full 16 games. Then the first year with Shermer, 5-11, and then he played 4 games. The last year of Shermer went 1-3. So McAdoo, Shermer, and Shermer at the end of his career put him 17 games under 500. So if he just decided to walk with Coughlin, let's say when Coughlin got fired, we're letting Eli go. And Eli says, I don't want to go to another team. I'm just going to retire at 36, which isn't crazy. He would have finished 17 games above 500. Does that now he can go to the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, great point.
But because I hung around with bad coaches, bad offensive line, and stuck around, getting my head beat in, and finished 17 games under 500, now I've got to walk around as, he only finished 500 because of the lazy analysis like people like Stephen A. Smith who don't watch football and just look at stats. That's how you get in trouble. Yeah, I said it because if he watched him, he would not bring that stupid garbage organizational, he only finished 500. That's what people say when they don't watch the game and they just look at the stats. If you watch the game, you wouldn't bring that up. Also, if you had an argument, Steven, you wouldn't say if you take the 2 seasons out.
You can't take seasons out.
Sorry.
And also, I would
first take, right?
I would apply the exact same thing that you just said, Don, though, to Russell. It's the same thing with Russell Wilson. And that's why it's kind of a silly comp, right? Because you watch Russell Wilson, some of those stats on Russell Wilson are misleading too. They're very similar.
But I watched
They both deserve
Russell
to be
Wilson's a Hall of Famer to me.
Yeah. You watched him, you know it.
Yeah,
he is.
I don't need to look into stats. And listen, I understood he had a great coach.
They're actually comparable when you think about it. He didn't win right? The thing about Russ was he never won MVP. For a guy that was one of the great, top-tier quarterbacks of his generation, he never won MVP. That was always a thing about him. Eli is like the same thing. Eli was never one of the best. But
here's the thing about Russ.
Won 2 championships.
So here's the thing about the Russ. They are actually fun to compare, even though we all agree they're both in. Here's the thing about Russ. Physically, much more impressive than Eli. But Eli's clutch gene is unlike anything else. So I'll say this. I never played anything. As a fan, my team played against both quite a bit. I never went into a Giants game scared of Eli Manning. I went into many Seahawks games terrified of Russell Wilson. You had them, and Giants fans, I know you did too. You had him on 3rd and 13. You're like, he's going to do something on 3rd. He takes off. He scrambles for 17.
Scramble drill
he
and
was
then the moonball.
Brutal to play against. He was really fantastic.
Off script, he was so good.
But again, so fine. Don't look at the last 5 years. He fell off. That's fine. But with Eli, you can't just look at generic things. You have to look at what he did in the big spots.
That's the thing. You just said it. You have to look. But when you stick your nose in Pro Football Referencing, that's where you get all your reference. No, don't bring it up. Tap out. Do yourself a favor because you'll lose. I made a mistake. I'll be the first to apologize.
Please do.
Cheaper by the Dozen was a movie from 1950 with 12 kids. The movie I was referring to was Yours, Mine, and Ours with Fonda and
the blended family.
Ball. That's the blended family.
That's a blended family. 18 kids. So get to work, Sean. 1-800-919-3776.
Well, maybe get divorced, remarry someone, bring in another 4.
Let's go to Chris in Port Jefferson. You're on ESPN New York. Hi, Chris.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good, man. Good, man. How are
you? You guys do a great job.
Thank you.
I enjoy your show. I think it's been a nice variation from when Michael was in. I think Alan does awesome. He's great.
He's a gem.
Greatly appreciate that.
Don, you and I are contemporaries. We're both 57. We're both big-time Mets fans when we went to Shea Stadium when there was nobody there, and we watched Bruce Beauclair and Craig Swan and Skip Lockwood.
Not good.
No, but there were cheap seats. That was the best part. My dad used to bring us there. I think we'd sit right behind the dugout for like $10.
Wow.
I got a quick trivia question for you guys.
Go ahead.
There were two non-Mets. I don't want to be Stunt Rothenberg, but I have to do it for a moment.
All right.
2 non-Mets that had curtain calls at Shea Stadium. Who were they?
2 Mets had a curtain.
I feel like, because the Yankees played at Shea, I feel like Bobby Mercer would have been one.
No.
Wait,
was Strawberry as a Yankee when he hit one off the...
Former Mets. I'm sorry, let me clear that up. Former Mets.
Okay.
Former
Played
Mets,
at the
who as
Shea.
Yankees got a curtain call at Citi Field.
So Strawberry, when he hit the one off the scoreboard, right? When he was with the Yankees, when they had to play there because of the
concrete
issues.
problem.
Yeah, the issues at the stadium. Is that one?
Yes, he's one.
That's one.
And so is it the same story? So a former Met hits a home run and gets a curtain call.
Well, is it hits a home run and gets a curtain call, or?
Yeah.
He actually got 2 curtain calls that night. I was at the stadium.
This former Met.
So I'm just trying to
turned
think.
Yankee.
And would it be before or after Strawberry?
After Strawberry.
Piazza?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mike
That's what I thought,
Piazza. His first game back at Shea Stadium as a San Diego Padre.
Oh, Chris, that was really good.
That's a good one.
I guess because I was thinking, all right, because the Yankees played before they remodeled Yankee Stadium at Shea.
In the 70s,
and I know Bobby Mercer played there because I thought maybe it happened there because, they were doing curtain calls with the Yankees and Jackson and all that stuff. So, but no, that's good. We
That's a
worked
good
together.
one.
That was good. We did a good job there.
Nicely done.
Really well
Hey, we
done.
actually shook hands and did it the right way.
They did.
What was the movie in the 70s, a baseball movie? It wasn't the Yankees, but it was sort of a fictional team based on the Yankees, but they shot everything at Shea.
Bang the Drum Slowly.
Bang the Drum Slowly?
It was kind of a Brian song, but baseball.
Okay. All right.
And
Yeah,
it was
no, the guy was-
Michael Moriarty was the pitcher, and he befriended the catcher who had cancer, and that was Robert De Niro.
Wow.
This is 1973.
Oh, wow.
And they were, I believe, the New York Gothams.
Yes.
And they shot it at Shea, and then he died of cancer. And Michael Moriarty.
So it really is Brian's song.
Yeah, no, it's
the same idea. I forgot it was De Niro. I saw this
Yeah, it was
years
De Niro.
ago.
Again, this is 73. This might have been right either before or after Mean Streets. And Uncle Danny was in it, too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, before we take a break.
Bang the drum slowly.
It's a good one. Worth your time.
To circle back around to what we were discussing earlier.
Well, we discussed a lot earlier.
Right. So I'm thinking Sean Alexander has 14 kids.
Right.
The man has to have a ton of money, right? So I'm just curious. I looked up what he earned.
Okay.
Just a curious guess from you guys on what he earned.
It was.
When did what was his
So
years?
cumulative,
Years.
like how much?
career.
How many years is his career?
I don't remember. I didn't even look that part
Probably
up.
7 or 8. He probably didn't play a long time.
My guess is under 10.
I would say
10.
probably. It's got to be $25 million.
No.
Yeah, I'll
You say what?
72.
72 million.
Wait, is that the answer?
No, he's guessing.
I'm guessing
72.
Anthony's guess is
I'm
72.
second saying
You
25.
so you're going low, then I'll go in the middle. I'm going to say 40.
Don is right because he went. Allen's closer, but Don is under.
Jacob says 60.
It's $34 million.
Wow.
Which Anthony, I was more where you're at. I'm like, he was so good, he had to get one big deal.
NFL money though,
But
it's funny like
it was the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's
he
why.
played 20 years
So
ago.
my point being, as rich as $34 million is,
Well, if you invest the
14.
right way.
Oh no, then maybe now he's got hundreds of millions.
If you did it the right way,
Well, we
yeah.
have no idea. I don't know. I don't know who his business manager is. I'm not sure.
Maybe it's Bart Scott.
Well, I'm just saying that, like, if you're not the jealous type and you have trouble getting pregnant, Sean's
Call
available.
Sean. Another great movie. Great movie idea. You call or a reality show.
Well,
Call Sean.
Call Sean. Better call Sean.
Better call Sean. Because we had wait, what was the wedding ringer?
Yeah.
Remember, it could be something like
You bring him in, gets it done. Good for him.
What was the guy? Do you remember one of my favorite movies, Kentucky Fried Movie? Remember that? Do you ever see that?
I might have many years ago. Don't have much of a recollection though.
I'm not. You know what? On second thought,
sorry.
Hahn Rosenberg on ESPN New York.
Game time isn't just on the field. It's in your driveway, too. At Kia City of the Bronx, they're making plays with the full lineup of brand new Kias ready for you at 3505 Connor Street. Don't sit on the sidelines while your dream car drives by. Visit KiaCity.com or call 646-917-7955 and they'll get you behind the wheel of something fresh. Kia City of the Bronx. This is how the Bronx drives.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too. You know you're made of college all-nighters and 30s early-nighters, but those still don't explain your sleep issues. You know that you're made up of good meals with even better conversation. But are you actually absorbing those nutrients? A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Bring the Ryder Cup spirit straight into your living room with Ryder Cup Live Watch Party Kits. You get everything you need to turn any space into the ultimate fan zone. Flags, cups, decor, and more. Host a few friends with the at-home kit or go big with the ultimate kit for larger gatherings. No matter where you are, you can celebrate in true Ryder Cup style. Ryder Cup Live Kits, your ticket to golf's biggest rivalry at home. To learn more, visit RyderCup.com.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
At Garden City Mazda, discover more about what moves you.
Our fall kickoff savings start now. Don't miss out.
Our inventory of new and Mazda certified pre-owned vehicles is unmatched in New York.
Embrace every unexpected turn with the new 2025 Mazda lineup. Refined performance. Spacious interiors to fit your life. Elevate your driving experience.
Garden City Mazda. Exhilaration at every turn, exceptional in every way.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Can't catch a break over in Brooklyn. New issue on the inbound Gowanus by the Battery Tunnel. Broken down car in the left lane. You're jammed there from the Belt Merge. Westbound BQE car fire cleaned up by the Brooklyn Bridge. Damage is done. Still solid from the LA and Queens. Gridlock alert day with the UN General Assembly in town. Might want to consider using mass transit if you're heading to MSG tonight for the Rangers-Islanders preseason game. We've got the Yanks home tonight in the Bronx. Deegan northbound just crawling toward the stadium with a volume for the outbound George. Backing up across the Triborough and onto the Bruckner. Inbound George in great shape for both the upper and lower decks. Outbound Lincoln are running about 20 to 30 minutes. Outbound Helen at least a half hour. This report is sponsored by ParkWiz. New Yorkers know the hacks, and here's one for parking. Reserve ahead and pay up to 50% less in drive-up rates. With ParkWiz, you could book your parking in advance, skip the hassle of searching, and save every time. Download the ParkWiz app today. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
What if a quarterback completed 4 out of his 5 passes? Or a point guard hit 4 out of 5 shots from behind the arc? Well, now, when you're hiring, you can play at that level. Because 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter's technology hustles to find skilled people for your job. And you can invite your top picks to apply. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
Always a pleasure to welcome in one of the true greats, not just offensive lineman, but opinionated football expert, and that's Damien Woody, his weekly spot here on a Thursday at 5:30 on Hahn Rosenberg. You know us, we know you. What's going on?
Nothing much, gentlemen. How you guys doing?
Just getting ready for week 4, and now there's at least a storyline with the Giants. Are you on board with the decision they made to start Dart?
I am on board. I just feel like, you know, the one thing about Jaxson Dart, there's a couple things he brings. Number one, brings juice. There's no juice with this offense at all. Outside of that mirage against the Dallas Cowboys, which we all know has a horrendous defense, they really haven't been able to do much of anything offense.
We lost Damien. Not shocked. I was more shocked we didn't lose him last week.
Well, he's had a really solid line so far every time, right?
Yeah.
Actually sounded great.
And that sounded crispy there, and then all of a sudden he's there.
We'll get him back, because apparently me dropping off on the morning shows got me banned.
Oh, is that? I did see there was a headline about.
Yeah, that's good. I'm good.
You've heard that. Do we have him back? D-Wood's back with us.
Yep, I'm here.
So you're saying he adds juice to the offense?
Yeah, he has juice. I mean, like I was saying, anything, outside of that Dallas game, there really hasn't been much of anything going offensively. And the one thing about Jaxson Dart, he's young, he's a rookie, he's going to make mistakes, but he has a lot of traits that I think, as you continue to build on it, could lead you to believe like you have something here. Primarily, the type of athlete that he is. The one thing about Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson has had a stellar career. There's going to be questions about whether it's Hall of Fame or not, but it's been a decline in the athletic ability. In this game today, you got to be able to move and get out of harm's way, and your legs is part of the game at the quarterback position. Well, that's one thing. One thing about Jaxson Dart that he brings to the table is the athletic ability. So I think Brian Daboll will use all those things to his advantage and let the young man grow into the position.
D-Wood, you kind of went through something similar to this with Mark Sanchez, right? You guys were a veteran line, and he was a rookie, but it was a good team. Now, I know, again, it's different than the Giants, because the Giants aren't at the place that the Jets were at that time, but it still was a rookie quarterback. And what was the mindset of that line? Like, were you guys feeling like we've got to take care of this guy? Did it add any more urgency or at least like accountability to what you were doing? And will that have an impact on the Giants? Because their offensive line, actually, as much as they've been bemoaned, it has not been that bad this year.
Yeah, listen, when we drafted Sanchez 5th overall, we just felt like in our room, in the offensive line room, hey, we got to help this rookie out. Whether it's Nick Mangold helping them with protections, and just the running game, just, helping the young man, come along, because you don't want a young quarterback to shoulder all the load right there. So I think it takes everyone doing their job in order to help this young man develop and continue to progress as the season moves along. I can tell you one aspect. I think the defense needs to step it up. One thing that can help out a young quarterback is the defense. So all that talent on the defensive side, those guys need to play better and need to step up their game, and that's going to help Jaxson Dart as well.
So you also will have veterans who feel like, Russell Wilson gave us a better chance to win. So how do you balance, keeping the room engaged? This might actually help, as you said, but could there be some veterans who feel like, great, now I'm going to waste a year of my career babysitting a kid?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think at the end of the day, I think most guys, when you draft a quarterback in the first round, you're not oblivious to the fact that that guy's going to play at some point. It's just a matter of when. And, here you are, the New York Giants, you're sitting at 0-3. There's going to be a lot of pressure internally, externally to put the young kid in. And I think it just reaches boiling point, and veterans know in the locker room, like, hey, when things go bad, what's the number one position that's going to take the brunt of it? It's the quarterback. And so guys understand it. They understand the business, and you control the things that you can control and just go out there and try to help your team win football games.
Are the Giants just that bad of a team, D-Wood, when you look at them? Because I look at that. You brought up the defense. I look at the front on that defense and the ability to get to the quarterback, and it just feels to me like they're 0-3, but they shouldn't be one of those teams at the bottom of the league when the season ends. Defensively, they should be a lot better than I think 0-3 at this point, right? And is that, can you win in today's NFL just leaning on your defense, especially now with a rookie quarterback?
Well, the great Bill Parcells said you are what your record says you are. And so, regardless of the names and stuff on the back of the jersey, you're sitting 0-3, and defensively, I don't think those guys to a man would tell you that they're not living up to the billing that they thought they would have coming into the season. So, but it's early. We haven't even gotten out of September yet. So I think there's a lot of time to get this thing turned around. But I just point to that defensive side of football. The defensive side of football for the Giants is where they've historically always been. Where their identity is. It's always been a prideful unit. And I think that's where it's got to start for this team. It starts on the defensive side of the ball, giving the quarterback in that offense more possessions, and then I think things can trickle down from there.
How bad are the Cowboys? Because when we look at this division overall, we know what the Eagles are. The Commanders seem like a pretty good team, but obviously they got to figure out their injury situation. But the Cowboys, that first half against Chicago last week, they just look like a god-awful defense.
Yeah, listen, they're not going anywhere. Not with playing defense like that. And listen, at the end of the day, they can't rush the passer. I wonder why. And it just seems like they have all types of communication busts in the secondary. And so if you aspire to be a team that's going to play in the postseason and make noise, you got to be able to bring your defense with you. Look, Dak Prescott is one of the better quarterbacks. We all know they got weapons on the outside. I know CeeDee Lamb is hurt. He's going to be out for a few weeks. But, the way their defense is playing, their Dallas Cowboys aren't going anywhere.
And what level of worry do you think I should have for both the Jaden Daniels injury and now Terry McLaurin seeking a second opinion, which is usually a bad sign, Damien?
Yeah, I mean, listen, a lot of guys seek second opinions because you just, it's the prudent and smart thing to do. But listen, that Jaden Daniels, the knee injury, that's kind of the good and the bad about having a guy who's a dual threat quarterback. Sometimes I think with Jaden Daniels, he puts himself in harm's way a little too much, and he caused himself to get hurt. He's not the biggest of guys at the quarterback position anyway. So, listen, I think Jaden Daniels, he just got to be smarter about taking the type of hits that he's taken so far in the early part of his career. But that Terry McLaurin injury is worrisome because he brings an element to their offense that quite honestly they don't have another guy that does that.
Talking to Damien Woody, his weekly spot here on Hahn and Rosenberg. Jets with another one of those moral victories, Damien. Play well but don't win. You see at the end of the game, Aaron Glenn, clapping, trying to find some positives. Would you be cool with that as a player after a loss, accentuating the positives, clapping, having a moral victory, or would that get tired for you after another bad start to a year?
Well, I will say this, Don. I understand where AG is coming from, and I think here's the thing with Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn is paying for the sins of the Jets' past. Because there's been so many failed regimes over the years that there's no grace here. There's no grace. The one thing about building a culture is you got to learn how to win, and that's the one thing that the Jets, Aaron Glenn is trying to get these guys to understand is what it takes to win football games in the National Football League. So, listen, this whole thing is new. It's going to take time. But the thing is, because all these prior regimes have just failed so miserably, he's not getting the time that he should get, considering he's a new head coach.
Diwa, when you consider what you just said about the head coach of a team that has not been able to get it right for the better part of a decade or more, Daniel Jones is leading one of the best offenses in the NFL right now. Hasn't had a turnover yet. Sam Darnold is also in a top 5 offense as well in Seattle. These are two guys that were drafted by both New York teams, and then both New York teams moved on from them. That becomes it's more about you and less about me type situation here, right? Like when you see them starting to thrive, what does that tell you about what both New York franchises are in the midst of right now?
Well, I would say this. There's a saying in the National Football League, more organizations find ways to break you down than to build you up. And so with those, 2 examples that you gave, let's be honest, guys. Like the coaches weren't that good at all in both spots. I know Daniel Jones, had the 1 year they went to the playoffs and all those type of things. But injuries really hurt his career here in New York. And Sam Darnold never had a chance. The Jets never really built around Sam Darnold. He never had a chance. Both of those guys are very talented guys, but now you see what happened when those guys landed in competent organizations where they have from ownership to coaches, front offices, and they have the infrastructure around them to allow those guys to thrive. And Daniel Jones is having a career year, and Sam Darnold last year with the Minnesota Vikings had a career year and is doing, pretty well in Seattle right now. So sometimes it takes a little bit longer for these guys to develop at these positions.
Ravens okay or just a tough schedule to start?
Well, I'm worried about the defense. I mean, right now I think they're giving up the most points in the league, or second most. Like, when is the last time you ever heard of a Baltimore Ravens team being that deficient on the defensive side of the football? I know this team is now, the offensive side is the better side, but this got to be, man, this is mind-blowing to see the Baltimore Ravens with their DNA built on defense to be this bad on the defensive side of football. They got to get it turned around fast, because between the Ravens and the Chiefs, one of these teams is going to fall to 1-3.
Yeah, pretty crazy how it can get away from you real early. Thanks, man. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, take it easy, guys.
All right, that's Damien Woody. Joins us on Thursdays at 5:30 all football season long here on Hahn Rosenberg. There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Sure. Lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-90 Turbo Select for $249 for 24 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN S1225248. MSRP $40,000. Zero security deposit. Ends 9/30/25. Tons of phone calls to get to. 1-800-919-3776. ENN's coming up at 6. We'll take you up until 7. Then it's Mets baseball right here on Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Don't take slow for an answer. Not so easy when you're stuck in traffic. But mere inches from someone else's bumper, you can dream of faster things. Like Optimum Fiber, the fastest and most reliable fiber internet, starting at $40 a month. So while you can't always switch lanes for a faster route, you can switch providers for a faster connection. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/fiber today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Well, to hit a home run, everything's got to line up perfectly, just like when you find the person you want to marry. When it's time to propose, well, do what I did. Visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers. From their beautiful 2 by London collection to custom designs for any budget, they make finding the perfect ring easy. Visit London Jewelers at any of their 6 locations and tell them I sent you for the Michael K. treatment. London Jewelers, getting it just right.
Record numbers of residents are getting quality, affordable health insurance through Get Covered New Jersey. If you recently had a major life event such as marriage, pregnancy, or insurance loss, you may be eligible to enroll now. All health plans include preventive care, prescriptions, emergency services, and more. 9 in 10 enrolling get financial help, and many pay $10 a month or less. Find out if you qualify at getcovered.nj.gov. That's getcovered.nj.gov.
Hey Yankees fans, hit your next adventure out of the park and onto the water with City Cruises New York. Sail your way to epic skyline views, delicious dining, and premium drinks. Upgrade your game day with a dining cruise, a cocktail sail, or a night with your favorite entertainers aboard City Cruises Live. Whether you're celebrating a win or just the weekend, City Cruises is a shipload of fun. Proud partner of the New York Yankees. Book today at citycruises.com/New York.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877-Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877-Cars for Kids. Donate your.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
You matter, and so does your well-being. If you're facing tough moments, struggling with anxiety, depression, thoughts of suicide, or substance use, help is here anytime you need it. Call, text, or chat 988 for free confidential support. New Jersey's 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here 24/7 for you or someone you love, with trained counselors who listen and care without judgment. You matter. Remember New Jersey's 988. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
Get to know your favorite ESPN New York personalities with our newest app feature, the ESPN New York Pick of the Day. Open the ESPN New York app and click on the Pick of the Day tile to find an opinion.
I'm a loser. No, that's not feeling it.
That's feeling it. Suggestion.
Feel this then, okay?
Or hot take.
Explain it to me, like I'm an idiot.
Whether it's betting advice, food picks, or general commentary,
Be fruitful and multiply.
it's a great way to stay connected to your favorite personalities. Download the free ESPN New York app today and listen to all your favorite shows and podcasts.
Get ready for a new Monday Night Football experience with the ESPN New York Couchcast, when the Jets take on the Dolphins for the Week 4 divisional matchup. Settle in on the couch and join the Altcast with all of your favorite ESPN New York personalities for instant reactions, unfiltered commentary, and behind-the-mic banter. Stream live on our YouTube page from kickoff to the final whistle. Grab your snacks and watch the game of the pros. It's the ESPN New York Couchcast presented by Calandra's Bakery, Jacob's Pickles, and driven by the All-American Ford Auto Group, the #1 Ford Auto Group in the tri-state area. Shop allamericanfordgroup.com. That's coming up this Monday, September 29th, right around the corner. Today's Thursday, so get ready, starting at 7 p.m. on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Anybody feeling itchy tonight? Thursday night game?
No.
You got the Seahawks and the Cardinals. You feeling? I'm not feeling
Give
it.
me the line.
Not feeling
Sorry.
that.
What is the most recent line, kids?
Stand by.
Cover 5 has it as.
Cover 5
I got
has
1.5.
it as.
Seattle laying 1.5.
So you're picking a winner.
Cover 5 has what?
Yep.
1.5? Yeah. Yeah. So it's
I'm feeling froggy.
Are you?
Feeling froggy. Frog might jump.
Frog might jump.
Frog might jump. I like Seattle.
I like Seattle.
Three.
Hey, Seattle.
I like Seattle. Yeah.
But you're gonna take till 7.
I don't know if it'll be till 7. I just want to marinate for a second. We're not going to be rash. I'm in a bad way. I'm in a really bad way.
Right.
You know? Well, I mean, everyone's in a bad way, but no one worse than me. This is the worst opening I've ever had.
Is it?
So I've never been like this. This is crazy. Through 3 weeks. Usually by 3 weeks I've settled in. I'm still feeling. But let me take a moment, peruse how things look otherwise. By the way, I don't think you guys were right yesterday about.
Oh, what?
You both seem to think that Dan Quinn was kind of giving lip service to the, how Jaden's doing.
Yeah.
After watching him in practice today, He's running through everything pretty fast. I don't think he's. I think he's serious about.
Okay.
He really might go.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, it's
He
in
looked
Atlanta.
at least.
We'll see.
You know what we'll do? Let's rush him out there, Don. Let's get him out there as fast as we can.
Didn't say that.
Just throw him right out there.
Atlanta just lost 30-0 to Carolina.
Yeah.
Well, here's my thing. Is that good or bad?
I think it's very good.
Because you can look at it the other way. That coming up, they're at home. They were embarrassed last week against
Locked
a bad
in
team.
a little more.
That it's a worse spot.
Or maybe they're embarrassed because they're just embarrassing.
Yeah.
I think that's on the table. But I just think the nice part about having a backup who seems to do well in Kingsbury's offense is why rush? You got a guy who can do it. Why rush?
It's a good idea. Got bigger fish to fry this year.
Yeah.
So Arizona's home, getting a 1.5. So, again, you're basically picking a winner. And we have our first
Wait, by the way, do you know? So Arizona's 2-1.
Yeah.
You know who they've beaten?
Yeah.
The Saints and Panthers.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
See, I'm feeling a little froggy.
And we get our first overseas game at 9:30 Sunday, Pittsburgh, Minnesota.
You know, it's funny. Even though those are good teams, that still reeks of a European game. Even though they're decent teams, like that's decent franchise, I should say. I don't know if they're decent teams yet or not.
Now, where is the game this Sunday?
Is this the London one or is this?
I don't.
I think this is Dublin.
This is.
And
Dublin.
then
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
think the Vikings are. I don't know if they're staying or not, but
Yeah,
they have
they
a
are.
London game the next.
Somebody's
they're
saying
staying.
right. Yeah, this is right. This is the Dublin one, right?
What are we?
Rogers.
Anthony, if teams are playing like the Chargers and the 49ers back-to-back weeks on the East Coast and then they travel to California, they stay in California. If I'm going to Europe, I'm not flying back just to go
They're
back to Europe.
definitely not flying back. Yeah,
they're staying.
Back-to-back Europe games is just it's wild. Like from
well, clearly the league doesn't want the Vikings to win.
Right, they're after them. Although, I mean, listen, I guess maybe if your kids aren't in school, you can bring your family and have like some nice experiences there while you're there a little bit, get a couple days out.
Sure.
And you're at least not messing with your body.
What percentage?
You may be better off, frankly, than going back.
Serious question. What percentage of NFL players have children?
1,000. What's more than 100%?
Yeah. All right. What percentage?
Sean Alexander alone.
Well, what percentage would care if their children had a good time in Europe?
0%.
So, I mean, the way you made it's like, oh, you've got a family, go out there, nice vacation.
Well, no, I mean, I think if you have young children where their school doesn't matter, they're 5 and under, where it's like we can take them with us. That way, you can kind of have a little set up shop. Although, can you? Is everyone just expected to be in the hotel together?
They're not staying in. Like when the game's over, they're going to go to the next location to practice for the week before they play.
Yeah, so
but they'll get a couple days, right? They'll play Sunday.
Couple days what?
They'll get a couple days off.
Off? Couple days. This is an NFL season. You get Monday, and then we're back at it Tuesday.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Like seriously, guys, going to need treatment. Like it's real NFL. This is not
a regular
preseason.
week, right?
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
isn't like all right, take a couple of days. It's not like they're playing Thursday and you get a mini bye. This is Sunday to Sunday.
It's Berlin and London.
It's Dublin.
Dublin. I thought the other one was in.
And then they're in. It doesn't say.
No, of course not. Why would it do that? Why would it tell you?
But they're playing the Browns, so they did give them that break. All right, listen. You got to play 2 games in Europe, but you know what? We'll give you Cleveland.
But can I tell you what? But dealing with that defense the next week isn't fun. It's the best defense
It's in
football.
London.
It is in London.
Foggy London town. Now you're the Europe. You're the Globetrotter.
Oh, I'm trotting up a storm.
Would you fly Dublin to London?
I would presume so.
How far is that?
I don't know. I've never done it. Not far.
Because I always feel like Europe is basically like Bergen County.
You're picturing
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
You're
I don't
picturing
know. It's
you're
just like-
picturing Clark Griswold.
No, I'm just.
It's an 8-hour drive.
Oh, it's an 8 hour. Yeah, so you're not doing
I think we'll be flying.
All right. Yeah, but I'm just. It's an honest question. Like Europe just feels very condensed.
It also feels
You're
like
not
they
wrong.
take trains to everything.
Because I got.
Isn't everything a train? At least that's what I learned in Mission Impossible.
Don's picturing everything being European vacation.
If you
You
drove,
enjoy throwing up every 5 minutes, Claude?
Clark.
I thought so.
you'd have to take a ferry to get over the water.
No, you're taking a flight.
I've never been there. It's a little. It's amazing to me. You can have all these different languages and ethnicities, right?
Also
so
close.
Like because I was talking to Nico Hischer. He's from Switzerland,
Mm-hmm.
and my brother did the what do they call when you the blood test where you're from? What's the new one?
23andMe, whatever the thing is. All right.
And it said that my brother's blood was from my mom's side, which was Austria-Hungary,
Mm-hmm.
and Switzerland.
Yeah.
Well, we're Italian. But where my dad, where my family was from, it was like just a handful of miles away from Sweden. You think of an Italian person and the Swiss,
Nothing.
Completely different. But my eyes are blue. My dad's eyes were blue because that's how close to Switzerland they were. But you like Switzerland and Italy they border each other. Isn't that like?
Well, you know, all it tells me is that we are the United States are one level too united. This should be 7 countries. Is what you're saying? This space is gigantic.
If you think about it,
it
does feel like it.
Well, I'm saying we're getting closer. It
really
seems like
feels
so.
like.
I think it's called the SEC, ACC,
Yeah,
Big Ten, Big
There
12.
it is.
Yeah.
Except they ruined it.
There is no Pac-12. There's Pac-2.
Except the Pac-2.
Yeah, but if anybody that's ever done those DNA tests that tell you your lineage, you'll find that what you thought you were, you're not, because there was just so much. Everybody was nomadic back then. Everybody was moving around in different places. So you don't the origin.
Yeah, you don't know. Do you know how long your family was in Italy?
I don't know how far back they went, but honestly, the border could have moved too. If you're only a handful of miles, 100 years ago, who knows?
Who knows?
Don goes back to the Roman Empire. That was everywhere.
That's right.
There was a La Greca everywhere.
Everywhere.
A La Greca. Ruined by your brother, of course. La Greca. You're a La Greca.
I think it sounds the same, Peter.
I know.
But I know what you're getting at.
Trying to put the emphasis
on the other syllable.
Emphasis. Let's go to Dan in Saratoga. You're on ESPN New York. Hi, Dan.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
It's all going.
Hey, so I had a Yankee point, but hey, we all know this is a music show disguised as a sports show.
That's right. What do you got?
You know it.
So listen, I hear a lot of talk all the time about Bruce Springsteen this, Billy Joel that. My guy gets disrespected, not from you guys, but I think in general, okay?
Who?
And I don't know if you heard the morning show this morning, but they claim that you guys steal a bunch of their segments, yada, yada, yada. So I'm actually going to bring a segment of theirs to you guys, if I may, with this music. It's called Culinary Trash, all right?
All right.
I'm going to give you Billy Joel, Bruce Springsteen, and I'm going to give you my guy, James Taylor.
That's my guy, too.
Wow, that's
my guy. My guy.
Wait, you want to choose?
Cuddle, marry, trash.
Yeah.
A couple.
So James Taylor, Billy Joel, Bruce Springsteen. Cuddle, marry, trash. And for people that don't know,
I hate the PC version of it.
Yeah, but
you have to.
Yeah.
I'm.
You can't even do marry.
Are you ready, or
I'm locked in.
You're locked in. So
hold on. I need to think for a second before I hear it. Billy,
Springsteen, James Taylor.
I got it. Yeah, I'm comfortable. Mine's easy. Yeah.
Yeah, mine too.
But I think we'll be different. I think we might all be different.
We're probably different.
Go ahead.
Mine will go in a row.
All right.
Cuddle Billy. No. Marry Bruce.
Marry Bruce.
Charger
now.
Hang on a second.
He's a Ram. You want me to go first?
I'm sorry. I meant.
All right.
I got this all wrong now.
Cuddle
Springsteen.
See, we can't steal this segment from them.
Marry Billy. And trash James Taylor. As much as it hurts.
Oh my goodness.
Got to do it.
I know. I'm
sorry.
I am going to cuddle Billy. I am going to marry James. I am going to trash the boss.
Wow.
Thank you, Peter.
And I would probably go cuddle James Taylor, marry Billy,
and trash
Bruce.
Yeah, look at that. The Jersey man.
Now, again, here's the thing. I love Bruce, but I was being very honest. The way I did it, Dan, and thank you for the phone call, is I went by how many songs do I like by that artist.
That's what I did.
And there's a lot of bad Billy, but there's a lot of good. All right, and when the Billy Joel channel was on Sirius, I found myself listening to it, and more times than not, I kept it on because the songs were so good. I love James Taylor too, and there's a lot of songs I like by James Taylor, and there's a lot of songs I like by Springsteen, but I think less
for me
than the
it's
other two. So that's all it is.
Okay.
And again, you gotta trash somebody who comes in third. Bruce is still up there, but I think that's the order of the songs that I like.
There are more Billy Joel songs I like than James Taylor songs.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason I'm marrying James Taylor is he doesn't have, as much as I love Billy, and this is why he's cuddle, not marry, he has moments that embarrass me. So I sometimes when I wake up, I don't want to be outside with you. James, probably doesn't have as many hits I love, but he's never embarrassed me. So I'll
No.
marry him. I'll stay with him forever. We'll be one.
Never embarrassed you?
And Bruce.
Never?
James?
Yeah.
What, shower the people with love with love?
No,
I love
but
him
there
good.
is one song that maybe it's cringe for me.
What?
Mockingbird with. That's not good.
I don't even know it.
Well, you know it.
You'd know it.
I know the song Mockingbird.
He's been
mocked
with his with his wife.
Yeah.
Carly Simon?
Carly
Yeah,
Simon. They did it. Yeah, it's good. It's mocking. You know the song.
I know the song Mockingbird. I've never heard their rendition of it.
Well, it's Dumb and Dumber.
I know. That's my version.
Well, that's pretty much it.
I think I told you.
Bird.
Okay.
We had that VHS at Sports Farm of
What,
Dumb and
Dumb and
Dumber.
Dumber? Yeah.
And it warped on that scene because we kept rewinding it back when he says bird and he's right in
His face?
Bird.
There's nothing better.
Radio? We don't need a radio.
Who needs a radio? By the way, we need to incorporate that into production.
We should.
Radio? It's honestly great promo for the ESPN New York app, right?
Excellent. That's your
and
best,
the YouTube.
That's your best point of the day.
No,
ENN.
thank you.
Next on Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. How do I even know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how would I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Shop great new offers at Bay Ridge Mazda. Lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5S for as low as $239 per month or finance for 2.9% APR for 36 months. They will take any trade-in and accept all lease returns, even if you didn't lease with them. Plus, enjoy Bay Ridge Plus benefits like ding and dent coverage, key replacement, windshield protection, and roadside assistance, all included. Visit them in Brooklyn or online at BayRidgeMazda.com. Bay Ridge Mazda, where confidence comes standard. See dealer for details.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the night. Yanks are home in the Bronx. First pitch just a little over an hour away. Using the inbound, George, upper deck will run you about 5 to 10 minutes. Deegan just packed, heading over to the stadium with the volume for the outbound, George. Northbound, especially tough, bumper to bumper from the Bruckner and the Triborough. Outbound, Lincoln will run you about 30 to 40 minutes. Outbound, Holland close to a half hour. Gridlock alert day with the UN General Assembly still in town. Might want to consider using mass transit if you're heading over to MSG. Rangers taking on the Islanders in preseason hockey. New issue in Brooklyn Belt eastbound, crawling toward the Verrazano. Crash out there. You're solid getting through Bay Ridge. Over in Jersey, 80 westbound. Emergency roadwork in the left lane by exit 58 for Madison Avenue and Patterson. Add that to the volume backed up in both the express and locals. Delays go into Hackensack. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Hi, former New York Giant Leonard Marshall here. Please join me at the Alzheimer's Foundation of America Family Fun Day on September 27th. Bring your family to AFA's Barbara Rabinowitz Education and Resource Center in Amityville for a fun-filled day of intergenerational activities and celebration of Grandparents Appreciation Month. Learn more and register at AFA September 27th Family Fun Day by visiting www.afalongisland.org or calling 631-223-4000.
We are proud to serve our country, to serve our local communities, to wear the uniform, to be a soldier, to serve abroad when and where duty calls. We are ready to stand with our brothers and sisters to defend, to serve, to fight. We're always ready, we're always there. We are the New York Army National Guard.
Sponsored by the New York Army National Guard.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
A Progressive home and auto bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Defense.
The ref totally blew that call.
Oh, I'm sure he'll make the right call next time.
It's too late. It cost us the game.
Well, it's just one game.
That loss eliminated us from the playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs are on so late. Now you'll be well rested.
Okay, I need you to stop talking now.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is an ENN special report. Now reporting...
The very handsome Jewish man, Peter Rosenberg.
We should talk some sports. Do what you want. It's ENN.
Oh boy. Welcome everybody to ENN.
No?
Nothing.
Ray Rowe.
You ever watch YouTube?
Yeah, there it is.
If we're asking questions.
You enjoy throwing up every 5 minutes, Claude?
Clark.
I thought so.
Radio. Who needs a radio?
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
That should be in the intro.
By the way, I've added another new element for when we hear anyone who we know is high. And I meant to do this sooner. But now when we hear someone who's just high and Don's calling it out, we can just lightly under them hit them with.
You know, the only thing is, you're going to hear a lot of that. I would say 80% of our callers
We're
are
going to
high.
have to start paying rights for that.
Cypress Hill's going to be
80%
on the show.
of our callers are high, about
You
to
guys
get
know.
high, or just come down from getting high.
It's one or the other.
And again, I'm not judging. I'm all for it. Like I said, I don't partake, but I go for it, man. I got no issues. I'm not criticizing you. I'm just observing. Because our audience can get after it.
Didn't you once say famously, this is the show of high?
Honestly, I think if our promotion staff, if they really wanted to relate to our audience, we should have a Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg bong.
Had a little something, a little
next
toke of
year's-
the old Bubanj.
Next year's speech bash, instead of having cups with our likeness on it, they should
Give out
bongs.
Oh,
It was skunk pot.
hot. That'd be a hot item.
I don't know if it's legal.
I mean, you think about it sponsorship-wise. It opens up a whole new market.
Was that a blunt?
I just think
I'd reach out to Al
dispensary
Harrington.
should
Oh, that's right. Al Harrington's got his.
You know what I mean?
You got to check your weed, man.
Let's start off by saying good evening to Don.
I don't know if I can look at something that big.
When did I say that?
You were quoting a movie.
Wow.
And I spotted that one. I said that.
Oh, because he says about the Pacific Ocean.
I don't know if I can look at something that big.
Let's say good evening to Don.
I'm red.
Let's say good evening to Don.
I'm institutionalized. I'm institutionalized now.
And to Don.
Is it Bad Dope Day?
And to Lloyd and Harry.
Radio. Who needs a radio?
I'm the weed fairy who just came to him one day.
Oh, boy. So much going on, guys. So many different things to talk about. Oh, this is great news. Boy, am I excited. The Lakers have announced an extension with J.J. Reddick after just 1 year, according to Rob Pelinka, which is good news for me, actually, because the amount of trash I talk about him, I need him away from ESPN as long as humanly possible.
You need him never coming back?
Yeah, because it's not going to be great
I don't think
for me.
he's ever coming back.
Good. I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
Yeah, you made that clear.
Yeah.
And by the way, I mean, was last year that great?
I was going to say,
it kind of went out with a whimper.
we better lock him up.
Yeah, I mean, Alan, you felt it was a really good middle part of the year.
I thought for him, again, not having any experience whatsoever, he had moments. I thought he was good.
And
but they weren't a very good team. And then Luka, obviously, after that trade, like that's a lot to handle. I think he was fine. I don't think he was overwhelmed. I don't think he looked like he didn't know what he was doing.
In playoffs, they got kind of run out of the building, though, and
they weren't a good team.
But they did have LeBron James and Luka Doncic. I mean, It's one of the great NBA Jam teams of all time.
It
They could have
is
at least
on
been
paper, right? But this is going to be interesting though.
Luka looks like he's in great shape though.
Yeah, he does. How JJ handles the delicate balance of this is now Luka's team, and we still have LeBron James, who isn't sure when he wants to retire.
And I'm going to say this respectfully. I say this with all due respect. It's Luka's team, and LeBron is still your daddy. So you got to please daddy. You do not want to upset daddy.
Very delicate balance.
And
Yeah.
And now his little brother is still there too. He's not currently on the roster.
Little brother.
Little brother's in.
Well,
Little brother's
son.
still he's still in the D. He's in the D League, right?
Little brother.
Yeah.
LeBron's son.
Well, that's JJ's little brother because LeBron's daddy to both.
Oh, see,
so
you know what?
Bronny is JJ's brother.
He was playing chess. We were playing checkers.
Yeah.
So he's on the D League squad, right?
G.
I mean, what'd I say?
D.
You're kicking it old
It used
school.
to be D. Yeah, I forgot about
Then
that.
Gatorade bought into it.
I forgot. Yeah. I didn't know why Evans was saying that. It was the D League.
So it went from developmental league to Gatorade league.
Yeah, developmental, as it's known. Anyway, so he has an extension. He'll be sticking around for a while. I know Don is excited because tomorrow is the Ryder Cup. Like you dream about. Bethpage Black. It's going to be just quite an affair. The United States versus Europe. I believe the President of the United States will be in attendance.
That's the word.
Plus, Long Island's finest will be there. It's got a combo of there's so many different things going on.
Well, I would just say, we were having a conversation earlier. I think gates open at 5 a.m.
A.m.
So get there early.
I love golf courses.
Like,
If
think
the
about
president's
it.
gonna be there.
To play there, people get there at 3 o'clock in the morning and sleep in their car in the parking lot. To play better.
Trying too hard.
So imagine what it's going to be to come watch the pros play.
A lot of good-looking guys in golf, right?
Now, if there's a brewing rivalry between DeChambeau and Rory McIlroy, well, the Ryder Cup could be the perfect setting for these two. Now, both men have downplayed any animosity, but we know the chatter's been there, and DeChambeau and McIlroy acknowledged that being matched up against each other this week at Bethpage Black would be welcomed. DeChambeau said, quote, "Would I love to go up against him? Yeah, it would be a lot of fun. Is it going to happen? It's not likely. I mean, maybe once, you never know." And McIlroy basically said the exact same thing. Now, if you're interested in betting the Ryder Cup and a little juice, the United States is going to be favored. Sportsbooks giving the Americans a slight edge over the European team. The USA is minus 150, Europe's plus 150, with the tie at plus 1,200. Now, Don, have you? I know the answer to this. This is probably a rhetorical question, but have you ever given the Ryder Cup like any time of day or no?
No.
It is pretty fun from a scoring system. Still doesn't do anything.
Well, it's golf. I don't like golf. Now, if you give me a major and it's a story that we may open the show Monday with, or a given Monday, when Tiger was big, or it's a story, like I might find myself keeping an eye on it because I want to be up to date on what's going on. But as far as an interest standpoint, I don't like the sport.
What would have to happen, because we all know Monday is like the
Nothing
end,
could
baseball
possibly
season
happen.
ends. We know everything Monday football. The Jets play Monday night. Like, what would have to happen?
I got it.
This weekend for us to
play
even
on Monday?
mention
All right, here
it
it
on
is.
Monday.
Here it is. They're battling all weekend long. Back and forth, passion, anger, fans screaming, players practically fighting. It's just intense.
Rory and DeChambeau
They're coming to blows. And at the end,
dropping gloves.
At some point, DeChambeau actually takes Rory McIlroy out. No, it has to be reversed. Sorry. Rory takes DeChambeau out.
Right.
Americans are short a man, like it's Happy Gilmore 2.
Here we go.
And when they don't know, you think it's over, you hear the dun, 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 Chariots of Fire music starts playing. Wheelchair comes out. Tiger wheels himself out. He's wearing a cast, stands up, Seth Rollins style, takes the cast off, walks out with the club, and Tiger Woods wins it for the U.S. on the final hole. If that happens, I think it gets play on Monday.
We might mention it.
Don, you agree?
No, it would
lead.
ENN.
It's opening.
It's opening. All right.
Opening.
If Tiger comes back and wins it, we open the show.
I guess again we got no Jets.
Right.
All right.
The
Now,
Giants will have played Jaxson Dart's first game. That's
open stuff. But no,
mess.
what he just described would be an open.
Mets could either be in or out.
So basically, Fantasyland aside.
Right. Okay. All right.
But it's not my
But
thing.
it's right
man.
here in our backyard.
I don't feel bad
It's
about
happening literally
We're gonna
down
have
the
it all-
street from me.
Yeah.
I'm going to hear the roar of the crowd.
Literally?
Very excited. No. But, I mean,
How
feels
far
like
is it from you, seriously?
15, 20-minute drive.
That's close adjacent, right?
Yeah.
For Long Island,
I'm
it's
up
close.
I'm up north, but like it's in the way of a lot of things that I might want to go to, but I'm not.
How weird is this? I'm texting with someone yesterday, and I'm like, hey, where are you getting? Are you in the city? And he said, oh, I have a place in the city, and I have a place in Mattatuck. Am I saying it right?
Yes.
And he said, and so I'm at this dog shelter, and I say out loud to Dipperstein, who's standing there, I go, Mattatuck's in Long Island, right? And the woman who's working at the shelter turns around and goes, I'm from Mattatuck. Mattatuck's a pretty small place, isn't it?
Not big, yeah. Yeah, way out there.
Way out there,
Way
on
out there.
North, right?
Yeah, North Fork, right?
North Fork, tiny place.
Yeah, well, not tiny, but
Well, what do you think the population is of Mattatuck?
no idea. No clue. Couple hundred.
More or less than the amount of kids Sean Alexander has. Does he?
If he moved there,
it would double
population
the population.
No, if he moves there, they change the name to
4,200.
4,200.
That's a lot. That's more than I thought.
But think about it.
It's more than I thought.
4,200 is the population, and I'm in a room in Los Angeles and go, "Where's Mattatuck?" And someone goes, "That's where I'm from."
I'm from
That's
there.
a crazy.
That's crazy.
Small world.
All right, let's jump into a little Knicks, if you will.
Do we dare?
Mike Brown on dealing with the pressure of being an NBA head coach.
Part of the reason I get paid what I get paid, got to deal with it, and it's public. Well, I'm getting paid by Mr. Dolan to be able to deal with it. And so I said, I appreciate you, but don't feel sorry for me, because I'm going to be okay at the end of the day either way. I said, not only that, I like what people may call pressure, because that means there's an importance, not just with you, because everything I do I feel is important, but there's an importance placed upon what you do by everybody, and everybody has expectations because they want to enjoy the moment. And so I said, I embrace that, because nobody's expectations are bigger than mine. So that's kind of how I look at it, is I get paid to go through certain things, to deal with certain things, to make certain decisions, and my expectations are higher than probably yours, and I embrace whatever comes my way that comes along with being in this spot. And if something were to happen, like it happened in Sacramento or in Cleveland or whatever, you just learn and you grow. You have to take every single thing you do and try to flip it into a learning experience to grow a little here, grow a little there, and that's what I feel like I've done in every situation.
How do you feel about the fact that, because there's two ways any new coach could have done this. They could have downplayed expectations and not want to talk about it and just keep like squelching it and saying we're just approaching it one game at a time, or all that's. Or you could do what he's doing, which is embracing the expectations, acknowledging the elephant in the room, and saying, "Oh no, I'm well aware that everybody's expecting us to do great things this year, and I'm not running from it, and I'm all about it."
I'll say this:
is it better to do this because this could come back to haunt him, or is it better?
I cannot pick apart one thing he just said.
You liked it all.
I liked his tone. I liked everything that he had to say. I liked that he sounds honest
It was
and
very
normal.
honest. Yeah.
Like, especially relative. We're used to Dable and Glenn right now. So give me Mike Brown.
Right.
Give me a normal man
So you like
talking
it?
about it. Loved it.
Okay.
I had no issue.
Yeah,
no
because
notes.
Don't deny it exists. And also, you know how cool it is to be able to do something that people care about, that there is pressure on you?
Right.
So just embrace the moment. Don't say, I don't think about pressure. There's no pressure in this job because I'm worried about the next day. I can't worry. No, stop. Just acknowledge it. You're the coach of the Knicks. People care about the Knicks. If you fail, you'll get fired. If you succeed, you'll be the toast of the town. The pressure comes with it. Embrace it. It's part of it. It's cool. It's one of the cool parts of it. Because a lot of us do stuff nobody cares about.
Right.
Then there's no pressure. It doesn't matter.
But he also added the fact that, like, if it doesn't go well, I'm still going to be paid a ton of money. So, look, I want to succeed here, but this isn't life or death. Like, he's been through it enough. And he was the head coach of the Lakers when they had Kobe. There's expectations, right? He's been through that before. He was a top assistant with Golden State when they were winning championships. Like, he's right. Seen that. And then he coached LeBron in Cleveland. He knows.
Done it all.
They got to a finals. Like, he knows what the expectations are and what you deal with
I like
on a daily
his
basis.
way. I'm going to say it right now, guys. When it comes to comparing, for example, him and Aaron Glenn, I like his way. Way is important.
That's why I asked you.
I like his way.
Yeah.
I like and I always thought I liked his way, but now that I heard that, that's a strong opening statement. Way goes a long way.
I always hate that. The only pressure I put is on myself. Yeah. Who puts pressure on themselves?
Well,
Because then you can, you can just take it away anytime that it bothers you.
Let's see what the other side of the coin feels like right now. I have Aaron Glenn audio as well.
Do it. Show me
Here's
something.
AG, as I just heard.
Yeah,
Damien
because
Woody
Aaron
refer.
Glenn is so difficult to say.
Well, that's not. I mean, people get.
No, I don't like it.
The reporters
I
refer to him as AG.
I don't care for that. If his name was astronomical Ishkabibble or something, then
would be
you know
AI.
what? AI.
AI.
Right.
But I don't understand. Aaron Glenn. It's literally 2 syllables. So it's too much time. I got to call him AG. I think maybe he wants to be called AG. I just think it's stupid. But if you got a difficult, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Stop.
That's what his nickname was.
Here's Aaron,
AH.
Here's Aaron Glenn on his celebration after the blocked field goal that in the end was for naught.
I'm gonna always be me, and listen, these guys need someone that's gonna show they believe in them, and that's gonna show they're proud of when they make plays. And I tell you what, I thought if I probably didn't do that, my wife and kids would have said, "Man, what's happening? You know, what's going on with you?" I'm gonna never be fake. I'm always be me. Some people like, some people don't. It doesn't matter, you know. But I'm glad that people get to see me, my authentic self, no matter what. And I don't know what it means because someone said, "Well, do a head coach supposed to act like that? How does a head coach supposed to act?" You know, I don't know, but it was good.
I mean, I kind of like it.
I don't hate that as a
I don't
response.
hate it.
I just
You
hate
notice
that
he's
sometimes you don't act like that at all.
You notice he's starting, though, to loosen up, open up.
Maybe
he's
we're getting there.
Bringing the wall down. When you first take the job, he's probably trying to play the role of coach. This is what I've seen.
That's a good
And then
call.
little by little, as you see the same faces every day, the people covering your team and stuff, I do think the wall starts to come down, and I think it's starting to happen with him.
I just wish to be.
I could still like it. You know what? I liked his way more there than I previously liked
But
his
don't
way.
even bring strategy into it. We just blocked the field goal to take the lead, and I was excited.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do? The Jets have a really 2 winnable games sitting in front of them right now. I don't know if they're going to get 2 more winnable games.
You don't know.
You got Miami and Dallas sitting in front of you right now. They are a 2.5-point dog in Miami.
Both teams are saying, we got the Jets coming up, so that's a winnable game.
Love the Jets.
Love the Jets?
Love the Jets. Love the Packers. And that's
You already took the Packers.
Right, as my 3. And that's the
You
only
already
reason
put
my
3 on
Jets aren't my 3 is because I love the Packers a little bit more. Matter of fact, lock in Jets 2-point play.
Oh, my. We've never seen anything like this. We've never seen this before.
What has come over you?
Well, I'm feeling it.
Yeah, feeling
I
it.
like it get in my head.
I love what you're
Packers on Wednesday, Jets on Thursday. Now I just got to find my 1-point play.
I love what you're doing.
I mean, I've made mine. I'm not going to announce them now.
No, you know what?
I did make mine.
You know what? Because we have a sponsor for it. You got freeze up 5:45 tomorrow.
But picks are
We got
already
big
out.
stuff happening 5:45.
We'll get a guest.
I will say this: I am picking the Giant game. That's one of my picks.
I know.
You're in on the Giant game.
He's gonna. He won't say.
I love how you just like to whisper that into the microphone.
The 0-3, the 0-3 Giants.
You don't know what I'm doing.
I know what you're
doing.
No, you don't.
The 0-3 Giants are
You don't know
hosting
what
the
I'm doing.
3-0 Chargers.
What's the number on that?
That is a 6.5-point vehicle.
Yeah. Look at him whispering.
Take the Giants? He's taking the Giants. You're not taking the Giants. He is.
If I had to take anything, I do like you getting less than a touchdown because the Giants could play well and lose, 21-14.
Oh, so you like the Chargers?
Yeah, if I were to pick it.
Yeah, it's Chargers.
But I know one of my co-hosts.
You know him? Do you? Here, I'm going to show you my notes. I didn't touch a thing. You ready?
All right. You sit.
Look at the bottom. It's also my survivor pick.
Chargers.
You know your host really well.
Wow.
You don't know nothing.
Look at that. You said you knew. You still think the Giants.
He just likes to whisper. That's all. I love how you think you know me, though. Good job there. Well done.
All right, you know what I'm getting in right now? Give me my Seahawks for tonight, by the way. I'm not messing around.
What are you doing? How many points there?
3.
Yeah, show me some guts.
3. Come on, put it up. 3. Put it up. Turn around like Curry, too. Don't even watch it go in.
Did
Just
you hit
throw
that
it up.
drop or did Jacob?
Someone else hit the drop.
Come on.
Oh, is he gonna Michael K it and give it? It's been 1 point.
Oh, come on. Put it up. Turn around. Don't even watch it go in.
You gotta feel it. I don't want to intimidate you. Go ahead.
You already have.
Really?
You spent years intimidating. I'm marinating on it right now.
All right. Well, it's getting late.
Well, there's one other game I really like, right?
Okay. Well,
the other game that I enjoy is Detroit hosting. But the problem is the Browns' defense makes that 9.5 scary.
I'm not. Yeah.
You're not feeling
That's
the
not
number.
going to be your
feeling that
3-point play. What's the number again?
Detroit 9.5.
Yeah.
What, you don't like it? At home?
That's a lot.
Who knows though? You never know with Detroit. If they start feeling it, Cleveland.
They look like they're feeling it.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. They just went into Baltimore.
Look like they
scored nonstop.
Right. Opening night was not feeling it, but then after that,
they've been feeling.
There's a lot of feeling.
They put up a 50 burger, and then what was it? 38 on Baltimore. They've thrown up like 100 points over 2 weeks. I don't hate it.
But Baltimore, their defense is their reputation, but it's not who they are.
Give me Seattle's my 3-point.
Let's go!
Come on, let's go! Time to turn this thing around. Yeah! Come on, Sam. I've always been there for you, Sam.
Right there. I love what you did there. Love it.
One of these. Look what happened on the screen. Right, I said it. You see it? Sam was right on the screen right when I said it.
He was.
That'll do it for ENN.
Yeah, that's a good one.
On this Thursday evening. 3.
So we've had a 3 and play all 4 weeks to start.
Come on, we don't mess around.
We don't mess around.
If we're going to get our games wrong,
we may not get them right.
No, if we're going to get them wrong, you're getting them prime time wrong. Because I want our audience. Let's be honest. Who gives a damn about tonight's game? Nobody. But now they get to root against Peter. They get to hope that I go.
That's right.
What would this take me to? 1-9.
There you go. Do it. Oh no, 2 and.
No, if I lose, if they're rooting against me.
Yeah. What's the difference? 2 and 9.
No, 2 and 8.
2 and 8. 1 and 9.
Oh no, it's a big difference. So think about that 3-point. I need that.
Massive.
I need it in a big way.
Massive.
Last call, crew 1-800-919-3776. Take you up until 7 o'clock, and then it'll be the Mets and the Cubs on ESPN New York. There's a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-90 Turbo Select for $249 for 24 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely, choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN S1225248. MSRP $40,000. Zero security deposit. Ends 9/30/25.
Listen up, friends. It's summer, and you should be out there trying to enjoy yourself. But neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain is holding you back. It's time to handle it. I'm telling you, you need to call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is a double board certified, Ivy League trained. This man is the real deal. No surgery, no scars, no downtime, just results. You can book a same day or next day appointment. He's got 3 convenient locations in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, so there's no excuses. You want to get back to your active lifestyle? Dr. Shaw got you covered. Joint pain, migraine, sciatica, nerve pain, gone. No cuts, no medication, no long recovery, just precise image-guided procedures that can get you back to doing what you love. So, here's what you got to do. Get your phone, get online, SandwellPain.com. Book that appointment. You've waited long enough. Don't let pain steal your summer. Don't let pain steal your fun. Call Dr. J. Shaw today. Go to SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think.
Why watch alone when you can join the crowd? Ryder Cup Live is taking over New York's favorite bars and pubs with official watch parties all weekend long. From upscale lounges to classic Irish pubs, you'll catch every swing and putt in a club-level atmosphere surrounded by fellow fans. Cheer, toast, and rally behind your team at the hottest Ryder Cup watch spots across Manhattan. Ryder Cup Live, because the best games are watched together. To learn more, visit RyderCup.com.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus? You pulling my leg? No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points. Pulling a fast one? Nope. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more. Is this a stunt? No, you even get points for playing new games. You're pulling my chain, aren't you? No. Pulling my finger? What? No, man, put that thing away. Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Well, to hit a home run, everything's got to line up perfectly, just like when you find the person you want to marry. When it's time to propose, well, do what I did. Visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers. From their beautiful 2 by London collection to custom designs for any budget, they make finding the perfect ring easy. Visit London Jewelers at any of their 6 locations and tell them I sent you for the Michael K. treatment. London Jewelers, getting it just right.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Saturday, October 4th, at Sports Illustrated Stadium, the New York Red Bulls take on FC Cincinnati with kickoff set for 7:30 p.m. Start your match day early on the Boulevard, that's with a U, at 4:30 p.m. Enjoy pregame activities, giveaways, and live performances. Then at 5:45, catch the Red Bulls on the red carpet. Gates open at 6 p.m., where the first 10,000 fans get a reversible Red Bulls bucket hat. For your chance to win a family 4-pack, enter now through the ESPN New York app. Just click the contest tile and submit your entry. Bring the crew and secure your seats at NewYorkRedBulls.com. Plan ahead and travel smart. The Harrison Path station is closed on Saturday, October 4th, so be aware of that. Free shuttles will run from Journal Square to the stadium. All right, let's get your phone calls in at 1-800-919-3776. Why don't we talk to Jonathan in L.A.? You're on ESPN New York. What's up, John?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Fellas, you guys started with a bang. Great show as always. Alan, as Yankee fans, man, I really want the Yankees to win this division like any other, man. After all that trash talking that the Blue Jays, the announcer he's done, what he's done, and calling the Yankees.
I forgot about that. That's right.
Yeah, it's just so.
He and Kay had that little beef, right?
Yes, and then that too, and then the Springer thing. I really want them to eat their words, man. And it's just so much that this AOEs will be so sweet, and it's starting to look that way. And
I kind of agree.
Hopefully it turns out.
I kind of agree with you, Jonathan. I agree.
Yes. Also, really quick, I'm gonna put this in. Peter, that jacket is fire, bro. I gotta say it. And Don, you have to address the elephant in the room about Rick in the morning, man. Come on, man.
I thought it was going to be an E&N.
Oh, do we have? I wasn't told I have the audio. Do we have the audio?
There's no audio.
Oh, Jonathan, what was the what was the nature of it, Jonathan? What happened?
Oh, it was because Don called, and I guess he had a bad phone service, and then I just seen it through it because I wake up I got the end of it. And he said that the point is that Rick just told Dave that he's banned. He's banned, that next time if he's going to call in to get a better phone service, he can't just call in like that, and he's banned. Bottom line is that he's banned from calling in the show.
My line, first of all,
he was being that guy.
It wasn't a bad line. I guess it's technically a bad line, but it's not like I have historic bad service. Just the line just all of a sudden dropped.
It happens.
It happens. But if I'm banned, all right, then
You'll move on?
Oh, I listen. I enjoy their show, and sometimes things happen, and I just want to get into a nice debate because I thought it's good cross promotion. But if they don't think they need it or want it, I'm good.
Well, Rick did say it's subject to change, so you're banned for now.
Don't bother changing it.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
once you're out
Okay.
on Don, you're out.
Okay.
I'm not going to beg to go back on.
Yeah, it's done.
I'm out.
It is what it is.
Well, how would you feel about it, Peter?
Oh, I have the audio.
Let's hear. Because maybe I want to hear tone.
Tone is important.
Brutally honest. We're brutally honest all the time.
Right.
If Don said, "Hey, can I come on the show?" and I didn't want you on the show, I said, "No."
Right.
We're busy right now.
Right. We can't.
So
don't
we
have a slot
wanted
for
him
you on the show. Of course we
because
did.
he had a different opinion than we had. Calls in from a terrible phone line.
Right.
Right. So we lose him. It's the end of the show. We're getting yelled at about the clock, and then he's like, "Rick doesn't even know about the clock anyway." Like, come on, man. Because I like having Don on, was willing to blow through the clock and get yelled at because I wanted to have a legitimate
Yeah, but
conversation.
that then eats into the next show, which is not fair.
Which is not fair, but I mean, I think at the end of the day, if the conversation is good, Colin understands.
But it's not fair. It's not
no,
right.
but call in with a better phone line, and we wouldn't have had the issue.
Right. So what's the problem? So he was
He's got an
attacked?
attitude about it. Oh, I could clearly tell it. They didn't want me on the show. I said, you know what?
That's ridiculous.
So I said to Alan, you know what? He's off.
So he's not allowed on the
Banned.
show now?
That's it.
Can that be lifted, or is that?
I probably right now. I have a very strong feeling that he's banned. Banned.
All right.
Oh,
No mas.
Banned.
You're banned. I can't deal with that.
Was I that serious when I said it felt like I wasn't? I kind of acknowledged that it was.
I don't recall, but did he say at the beginning that you said I want to jump on, and he said no?
No, he said they're brutally honest. That if they didn't want me, they would have said no. So he's saying I wanted him on, but I admitted the reason it was awkward is because when I called, they were about to go to break.
Yeah.
So it ended up being the last segment, and I can I wasn't being negative to them. I just could tell that now it became a bit of an issue because I know when I'm hosting, it's the last segment. They've got things that they do their 3 stars, and it just felt awkward. And I lost the line. I mean, I can't help that. It just happens.
And by the way, you're a guy. You're a guy that's a very important aspect of a call. Is call quality, and then when it drops out, it sets you off like nothing else.
When it's
We've
always
seen it
a
before.
problem.
Seen it today.
Like
we did see it today.
Landline Collins. Remember when it was every week? Damien Woody is every week. That's the first time I ever remembered, dropping off on the air.
Right.
But
don't you understand as somebody that holds the phone line in high regard and the quality of the call in high regard,
but I wouldn't.
If you drop out in the middle of a segment, you can understand if a host feels a certain way about it.
Yes.
So in that aspect, if they might have,
right,
they might have felt a certain way about it.
But when I was saying that it sounded like they really didn't feel like having me, I wasn't saying that as a negative. I get it because when I spilled into the last segment and got disconnected, I know there's an issue. And I will stand by the fact I would guarantee that the guy that hurts their clock integrity is Rick. Right? You worked with Rick. He's probably the guy that's got to get the.
I worked with Rick a million years ago when he was first learning the business.
Right, but
he's a lot more aware of things now.
I would think that if there's somebody between the two, the guy that would break the clock integrity would probably be Rick. That's all I was mentioning.
At
not
the
Dave,
station, there's only one man who destroys the clock,
and that's Bart.
That's Bart.
Yeah,
Bart could care less about time.
But I don't know why all of this now adds up to me being banned. But good.
Yeah.
One less thing I got to worry about.
Right now, you don't have to call.
But and I don't have to listen too. I could be that guy if you want.
I don't be that guy. We're
not rated anymore. It doesn't matter.
The first thing I do, I go downstairs, turn on I put on their show on YouTube.
That's
I
what
have
I
a lot
do.
to do. Just leave it on and give them a stream. But I leave it on the whole show. Every now I consume when I can while I'm in front of it. But for the most part, I'm doing stuff in the morning, taking care of business. But put it on, give them a stream.
But when I go into the kitchen, I ask Alexa to put on ESPN New York. And
what about YouTube though?
880.
You don't want to give them a view?
Because now there's
Is that an effort?
now there's an iPad in the mix for Marco. I don't need the computer on while Marco's eating breakfast. Otherwise, he's going to want to use it, and now he's not going to eat. He's going to get distracted, and it's not. I don't want him on the computer going to school.
You have a smart TV, right?
No.
You don't have a smart TV in the house?
I do not.
You have a tube TV still?
Not a tube.
Well, no. I mean, yeah, I guess
Not
I have.
an animal.
No, I have.
What?
No, now that I think about it, I have. I
Rear
I
projection.
misunderstood, but I don't have anything in the kitchen.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm not going to listen anymore.
Wow.
You're out.
That's
Well,
Boomer
Don.
Jill for me.
That sounds personal.
I got a morning show. I'll be on tomorrow morning, bright and early. We're happy to have
Listen, I
does
tried to
consume you.
consume you yesterday. You weren't on.
I wasn't. No, it was my day
You
off
were
this
sorely
week.
missed. I'll say that.
That's what you said. He said I was.
He did say that clearly.
Very distinctly.
Well, this will probably be a discussion at the Couchcast.
So much to get into on Monday at the Couchcast. You kidding me?
There's a lot.
There's so many different, relationships and issues to discuss.
We have calls too.
Sure we do.
Tony Ann in New Jersey wants to speak to Alan.
Uh-oh.
Alan,
Hi.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
So I have a bone to pick with you. My
There you
husband is a really, really big fan and listens to you basically 24/7. So I listen to you 24/7 for the last 5 years.
Wow.
And we're getting married in November, and
Yay!
we want to do an invite. But our invite got sent back to my house today.
Where did you mail it to?
I don't know. Where do you live?
Well, how did you mail it to me if you didn't know how to send it to me?
I looked up your address.
Oh, no.
Okay.
But I don't even know if I can say it out loud.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because then people might try to find you.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
You
the
probably
fact
just
that
want to send
you
it to the radio station.
Yeah, that'd be the best place to send it.
You know, I sent a couple people one. I got Taylor Swift back, but I kind of expected that. Yours, I was hoping it would go to you.
Wow, I got to tell you, an array of celebrities
All right,
you've
wait
invited.
Wait a minute.
Tay-Tay and
Tay-Tay and
Listen,
Tony Ann.
Yes.
Now, we're going to put you on hold when we're done with the conversation. Anthony, our
Okay.
producer, is going to get you the proper address to send to Alan. Is there still time if it works out?
There is still time.
But I have further questions.
What's the wedding date?
Yeah.
November 15th.
Stand by.
Now, real quick, while Alan lies and says he has something that day, I would.
You can come too. You can take his place.
No.
Wait. I'm
Well,
that.
I wanna know-
Wait. I'm that easily
Okay,
replaceable?
I'm just kidding. No.
Now, real quick, what other celebrities did you invite besides Tay-Tay and Aha?
Well, we addressed it to the future Mr. and Mrs. Travis Kelce.
Yeah,
but
both. Okay, anyone else?
we invited Igor.
Igor?
Shesterkin.
Shesty.
We did.
All right.
That didn't get sent back, so that might be in his.
He
office right
might
now,
be
for all we
in.
know.
Okay, anyone else?
The Coca-Cola Company, because we're big fans of Coke Zero in my house.
So you invited the Coca-Cola Company as a whole.
Why not? I
yeah,
love it.
I mean,
Aggressive.
why not? The more the
Yes.
merrier.
That's what I said.
It's probably thousands of people. All right, anyone else?
It's gonna be a good wedding, so
I agree.
Anyone else?
no, that's really it. You
Wow.
were one of the special people that made our list.
November.
How come I didn't make the list?
Yeah, why no Don or
And I'm a
Peter?
Jersey guy.
Yeah, this is hurtful.
You know,
Mm.
my husband has favorites, I guess.
Oh, that's.
When's the bachelor party?
Yeah, actually, he already went on it because we had a baby. I've been on the phone for 2.5 hours.
Oh, you guys have. How old's the baby?
She's 8 months.
Oh, so is
But
mine.
she listens to you guys too, so she's a big fan.
Where in Jersey you getting married?
And Corona Farms, but now I can't get that out, so don't say that out loud.
Oh, it's already
You
out.
said it.
Yeah, no, we won't. We won't share that.
Not that you care because you didn't
You're
invite me,
booked solid.
but I'm in Washington.
Oh, it's unfortunate, and I have no interest. But
Well, can I bring a +1?
Yeah, hell yeah.
there
Donnie?
you go.
Who are you gonna take?
Donnie, you want to come with me?
No, he said he's in Washington.
I'm in Washington. November 15th, I'm in D.C.
What could you be
It's
doing
not that
there
far
that's more
away.
fun than our wedding?
Devils Capitals. Well, you didn't invite me anyway. You don't care. This is
This is just for Alan anyway.
That is all Alan.
All
The
right.
more the merrier.
Well,
Yeah,
the Knicks
you know
aren't playing that day. Good news for you. They're playing the night the night before.
Bad news, you're not going.
I don't know.
I think, you know what? I think this is all a ruse.
Yeah, probably.
No, I think
Go ahead.
Tony Ann wants Alan there.
Don't hang up, Tony, and we'll get you an address to send.
Proper address.
I think Tony Ann's wish was to invite Alan to the bachelorette party
And to christen this to
maybe have you jump out of a cake or something. I think she wants
or have
you
more.
to.
You want what, Alan is dancing bear?
Nobody would want that. Nobody. would want that.
But Alan, what are you doing? Don't consider going to this thing. What are you doing?
What do you mean?
You don't want to go to this.
You
I'm
sure?
sure they're lovely people,
Why
but
not?
they invited a random
But
array of people they don't know.
How
Could be
kind
fun.
of cool would that be? Like that's why I asked,
It's
like
kinda
where
fun.
in Jersey,
Random
like, if
wedding,
I was
just
like,
show up and
just
see
to
what
pop
happens.
So
in.
I've been invited to random weddings before by
And?
like listeners of my podcast.
You wanna get that?
Thanks. That's my alarm for the meter. And I appreciate that. But this one's a little strange just because like did you not hear the part where she said they invited the Coca-Cola company?
Yeah, that's great.
What do you mean that's great?
Just want to see who
insane.
showed. Well, maybe they'd send something.
Well, just like
It just seems like
so
fun.
you're going to see a trough of Coke?
I am very curious, and I want to see. I think Callie might have a game that day in New Jersey.
Oh, so it could all work out.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
All right, you got her the address. Everything's good.
Yep.
All right, more calls coming up.
I'm all set.
1-800-919-3776. Don on Rosenberg till the Mets at 7 on ESPN New York.
We do have a game.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know if it's in New Jersey though.
Hey, Alan, I think.
But I have for you a message. Every aspect of your business, from the most mundane to the most complex, will operate orders of magnitude better and faster when you add artificial intelligence. You all know AI. AI is literally a race to the top. The companies that engage AI first will win. Now, will that be you or will it be your competitors? So Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Founded by tech powerhouses, Thrive partners you with smart and secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Imagine AI solutions working across every part of your business, automating support, powering chatbots, analyzing competitors, even managing billing, collections, and orders. That's just a taste of what Thrive Managed AI can help you achieve. It makes your talented team even better by letting them focus on what they do best. The race to the top will be won by those who engage Thrive Managed AI first. That needs to be you. Go to thrivenextgen.com/ESPN and get started with a complimentary strategy consultation. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Right now at Bay Ridge Honda, your EV countdown to $7,500 in savings ends September 30th. Hurry in, the clock is ticking. You can get a Prologue Touring for $179 per month with zero down during the EV Countdown sales event. Plus, receive thousands in benefits and savings with their Bay Ridge Plus Advantage plan. Upfront pricing, total peace of mind. Visit BayRidgeHonda.com. 36 months lease, 10,000 miles per year, 3,300 loyalty or conquest, and $7,500 EV credit as down payment.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damien Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Reddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
Let's close it out with your calls. Let's go to Sam in Brooklyn. Sam, you're on Don, Hahn Rosenberg. What's up?
What's up, fellas? Sam Diaz here. How are you?
Yo, yo.
So I just wanted to follow up. Yesterday you read the tweet about the most influential albums
yes.
that I sent. Can you imagine that I was 20 years old, days into working at Rolling Stone magazine when those albums came out? It was phenomenal, dude.
Wow.
It was incredible.
Different time for sure.
And the other thing I was thinking of was there was a good time. And the whole thing with the Ritz, Don, the top 5 Ritz.
Yes,
if Sweet Child of Mine isn't in there, it's not a real list.
See?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, the first
See what I'm
couple of
saying?
notes of that song, right? Like that, you know it instantly.
Yeah, I don't like
universally
it,
known though.
but
there
it's
are
good.
There are unborn children who know that song just from the first riffs. Listen, I got a question about the Mets though. The when they don't make the playoffs, which is going to break my heart. When they don't make the playoffs, who's on the chopping block? Is it going to be Stearns? Is he going to stay on?
Oh yeah, he's
Those
not
are
going
be
anywhere.
gone. Are they re-signing Alonso? Like, what do you think? What do you think is going to be?
What about Mendoza, Don? Like, has he handled this well?
Listen, Mendoza has not had a great year, but I think they believe in him. It's in his second year. He went to the League Championship Series last year. I don't think he's going anywhere. Hefner's had a lot of good things happen last year.
He's
you
been
let him
around
go
for a while too.
I think the chopping block, Sam, is going to be personnel. Who are they going to move? Are they going to try to move Nimmo? Are they going to go out and get a big-time pitcher that could be available? What move are they going to make? They're going to have to do something like that. I don't know if firing anybody. Stearns isn't going anywhere. They waited so long for him. He hasn't been here that long.
Do you think they need a galvanizer in the clubhouse? Because, Iglesias, Mr. OMG, like he became a galvanizer without even realizing it. He tripped into that. The song, it rallied guys. Like take him out of the equation, and then something's now missing. Lindor is a leader, but not he's not that, right?
Not
Soto,
that kind, no.
Soto is a great player who's not really
that.
a leader.
Lindor's closer than Soto.
Lindor's closer, but Alonso, another guy, he's not really that. Are they missing something
But I'm
like
wondering,
that?
how about this? We all talk about, well, maybe they won't bring Alonso back, shake things up. Although I don't see how this team is better without Pete Alonso at first base. If giving Pete a contract, could that be the galvanizer? Like last year, it was tough for him to be a leader because he was a free agent. He never was going to stick around. Then he gets a contract, and then it's, he can opt out and he can leave. Like if he were to get a contract where he's going to spend the rest of his career as a Met, does that help him? Because I think he's a better leader than he's been, but I don't think he's that guy. But does that help to know that the polar bear's here? He's not going anywhere. He's a part of this thing. Lindor's not going anywhere. Soto's locked in for another 14 years. Could that help Alonso, where it's not about him and his numbers and his payday? He's locked in. But
has he ever come off to you as a guy that is a leader of men?
No, but
who can rally a room, who can, when things are going poorly, which I mean,
maybe
come on,
not.
There was nobody that put a stop to this.
I think he's more of a lead by example guy, but I don't know, just maybe it rallies around like, hey, no one's going anywhere. Soto, Alonso, Lindor's all locked in. I don't know. I'm just saying that, Nimmo, but maybe Nimmo's a guy that goes, right?
Yeah.
Maybe McNeil goes, but there's going to have to be a shakeup if this team doesn't make the playoffs.
Like they're missing some
No,
kind
they're
of
definitely
jam.
missing something.
They're missing multiple things.
Barbara,
specifically that though.
Yeah. In Florida, how you feeling, dear?
Hi there. I'm listening to you from a hospital bed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Everything okay?
I lost you before. This is the third time in 7 weeks.
Oh.
But I have to tell you, because I took my tablet with me, this is the most awesome thing that I can watch you guys.
Yes.
And Don,
cool.
It is the best thing that you guys did. But I have a question for you.
Okay.
I put on 880 in the morning, and I listen all day, and the only time I put the YouTube on is when you guys come on.
Well, yeah, because we're better
What
looking.
is the Well, it's the best show. What can I tell you?
Facts.
I know you since the very, very, very beginning.
Yeah.
But I have a question. Why is it that the morning show not only bashes you, but has a problem with, it seems, everybody associated with the shows on ESPN.
Well, I can't speak to how they feel about, Bart and Carlin, or how they feel about Dan or Michael.
This morning was ridiculous.
Well, I listen, there's always a little something between the morning show and the afternoon show. And I think we're all friends, obviously. But when this started, Barbara, and thank you for the call and feel better, please, is that there was this feeling that we stole things from them. That the NFL binge, we took their frenzy, right?
Okay.
Their talk
Talking
about it
football,
Tuesday.
what a revolutionary segment.
Their talk about it Tuesday is their they have
observations.
Well, no, observations, I guess, is that guy.
Oh,
they just felt like, and no, I just think management wanted us to come up with some different things, and I don't know. I think it's largely performative. They like us, no?
Well, I mean, it's the greatest form of flattery, isn't it?
I think so.
Come on.
I think it's
take
fun.
it as a compliment. They set a standard at the station. They've been a very good show, and we're just trying to be as good.
But banned is a lot, though.
It's hurtful.
It might be a bridge.
It's very,
too far.
and we may not be able to cross back.
But it feels like there's an asterisk to that, though. And I'm sure by Monday night on the couch, it'll all be resolved.
Whoa.
My prediction.
You think they'll resolve it right there on the couch?
Right on the couch. I'm hoping so.
My goodness.
Consummate the relationship right there.
Wow.
Why not?
Moose, literally have 20 seconds. Go.
I then said Dart should have started.
Say it again.
Dart should have started.
I then said Dart should have started from the get-go.
I know. Well,
Yeah,
it's aging well because what happened in 3 weeks other than the fact that Wilson stunk in 2 of the 3 weeks. All right, we wanted to give him a chance because he was on hold for a while. All right, we will be with you again tomorrow.
Damn right we will.
We'll have our picks, although most of them have already been selected.
3-point for me tonight on Seattle.
Mets, Yankees, baseball coming up. And we're all fired up for the weekend. We'll get you set tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Hahn Rosenberg on ESPN.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling